Hey everybody, it's David with Dub's Treasure Store. My good new buddy. She is the best gamer girl I've had come in my operations. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amber with mythicinfo.com.
This is, everybody knows, my old buddy hasn't been here in a while. Put the microphone towards him. Go ahead and say your little intro. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Doug Brent.
I'm online operation, but he does operate through Dub's Forums board. Tell him why you've been away for so long, or just make something up, or you're back again.
I've been very busy with other projects, but I'm returned to play and win my way to the top.
Right. Okay. So today, this is part 2 of a video that we're making for these new. We made 4 new decks out of the 2013 Deck Builders Toolkit, the 2013 core set Deck Builders Toolkit. Now, I have made. Amber's going to be using a black deck that I've constructed. Okay. Now, I'm just going to try to run a quick run through of these decks, and hopefully they'll pay attention because they've never seen these decks, they've never played these decks, they don't know how these decks operate, they didn't build these decks. I built these decks. So I'm going to try to give you guys, the audience, because these videos are going to be on eBay, what to do, how to enhance these decks, and just kind of a run through. All right, so this deck is going to be just basically a token spot removal debuffing black deck. It's a mono black deck, okay? Now, she's already shuffled, so I want to keep things everything in line. She's already got a hand. Mainly why I'm doing this intro before they start is because I just wanted to talk about the sideboards, because we played with the red deck I made and the blue deck that I made, but I didn't talk about their sideboards. So I'm going to start off by talking about these 2 sideboards. Now, again, our friend Dougie here is using the red deck that I constructed, and the reason we're reviewing the red deck a second time is so I can talk about the red sideboard. All right, now this black deck is going to do a lot of things like spot removal, like straight up. You'll have murder, terrors. Let's see, make sure. You'll have murders and terrors. Here are things where you're going to have your debuffs. Brink of Disaster is going to debuff a creature or a land. You're going to have you're going to have control over their hand. You've got Duresses and Mine Rots to disable their hand before they can even use it. Here's another debuff. Dead Weight, it's an enchantment creature, -2, -2. So this is how you, basically with this black deck, you want to set up your creatures, your defensive and offensive line, but you do not want to use them unless you have to in the beginning. What you want to be doing is stalling and preventing yourself from using your main creatures with this card, Moan of the Unhallowed. It's a sorcery that allows you to put 2/2 black zombie creature tokens on the battlefield. So you're going to generate tokens, zombie tokens, and it's got flashback, so you can replay it from the graveyard. So then you use your tokens as cannon fodder, as to do your blocking and getting in a little bit of pinging damage and not going to be scared or timid to lose those while you're setting up your creature defensive line. Because in this black deck, your creatures are puny, but they're very tactical. So if you're strategic with your creatures, you can do a lot of damage. Now, again, you're going to have a Duress and a Mine Rot to control what they're playing in their hand. Now, while you're setting up those 2 mechanics, you're going to have your strategic creatures that are going to do things like, you're going to have creatures that is when this guy dies, Soul Cage a Fiend, each player loses 3 life. You've got some exalted creatures in here that you can set up a little combo with a flying creature. I've got a black flying bat in here that has got Death Touch, and it's a flyer, and it's a 3/2 flyer. So if you lay down your creature with Exalted and attack alone with your flying bat, it's going to fly over your enemy's creatures, and then you're going to get the Exalted buff, making it a 4/3. And he's got Death Touch. So that's why you'd want to save. Let me show you the bat. That's why you'd want to save that, because Death Cut, it's a 3/2, and you could use the Death Touch to knock out a 7/7. And you don't want to waste your tactical creatures in the beginning. So here, Servant of Nefarix is your 3/1 Exalted, and if you throw down, let me find it. If you throw, I'm going to show that card. Now, That wasn't the exact one, but let's see. Here's a little combo. See, I don't want it to be revealing the whole deck because I didn't want to give Doug the advantage, but he's not paying attention anyway, so it's all good. Here we go. All right. Now, let's say you have your Servant of Nephorox. That's a 3/1 that gives Exalted. And you've got your tokens in front of these, and you've got Vampire Nighthawk. It's a 2/3, sorry, correction. It's a 2/3 Vampiric Shaman with flying and death touch. So if you attack alone with your Vampire Nighthawk, it's going to buff it up, get the Exalted buff of 3/4, and then you're going to fly over his creatures and get that little bit of pinging damage in. But if you've got a nasty 7/7 like a Thorn Elemental to deal with, boom, death touch. It's dead. Get it out of here. Now, with those creature combos set up, you're going to be able to also have this girl, Child of the Night. It's a 2/1 vampire with lifelink. So you could use the Exalted buff to give it a 3/2 lifelinking. So you can just do a little bit of stuff in here. And now here's more debuffs. This is like an opposite of a pacifism. Contamination Bond is, it still allows the creature to attack and block and use activated abilities. But whenever it does that, well, it doesn't cover activated abilities, but Contaminated Bond, whenever the controller's creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 3 life. So actually that doesn't apply to the activated abilities, but still they're going to pay for using it. Whereas pacifism completely knocks them out. So it's just a different way of controlling the board. Now, she's got something in her hand. You know, there might be some other cards there. I just don't want to reveal that. Guys, your libraries always go on the left side, so Doug's good. But I need you to come in a little bit here so the camera can see that. Don't stay on these big ones. If you stay on those little ones, you'll be fine. Now, I'm just going to run through. In the black sideboard, it's not 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 in your sideboard. So I left you some room so you could customize it. But you got basically 2 more. You got 2 creatures that are going to have Exalted, so you can add more Exalted creatures in there, and they are haste. They're 2/2 haste creatures with Exalted. They're a little pricey, but I still added those in the sideboards to give you some Exalted flavorings. You've got protection from white, a White Knight. You got a regenerating Duty Bound Dead skeleton blocker, 0/1, but he also gives you Exalted. You got a little more spot removal with Murder. You got Liliana's Shade, which is going to it's kind of just cannon fodder. Curse of Oblivion, more debuffs. It's actually an enchantment on a player. So you're going to be debuffing, you're going to be enchanting your enemy player, debuffing him. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player exiles 2 cards from his or her graveyard. Then you've got Onyx Mage. It's a 2/1. And it's a wizard. For 2 mana, its activated ability, target creatures you control gain death touch until end of turn. So here in this deck, as you can see, you got tons of spot removal, and all the time while you're setting up your main creature strategic line, you're going to be building tokens up as your main cannon fodder, so you can use your strategic creatures later as a tactical advantage if your spot removal isn't working or your hand control is not being effective. So you can always interchange out these sideboards. Now, to upgrade this deck and enhancement, I'd give you one tip and say maybe some guest grimoires for your card. This deck needs draw mechanic and maybe some really like 2 or 3 heavy, hard-hitting, powerful creatures. Definitely, if you really want to beef up this deck, add a playset of Dark Rituals. Okay, now we're coming over to the red deck that Doug is playing with. I haven't given this red deck a name, but we would just call it like, we'd either just call it like Shandara's Pimpin' Goblins or Goblin Pimps. I don't know. But it is really a devil deck. All right, now hold this microphone close to me so I can continue to describe this. Now, this red deck is basically going to be, let me turn the camera. This red deck is basically going to be, you want to set up these creatures. They're going to be your strong little hasters, but they're expensive. So this deck fires off at turn 4 and starts to combo out at turn 5, whereas her black deck starts around 3, combos out around 5 as well. So this deck also generates tokens. It's the same premises, but it's goblin tokens. So you want to set up your goblin tokens. They're wimpier than her zombie tokens, but while you're setting up your tokens in this deck, you can be setting up your main strategic line, okay? So your main strategic line are going to be like Vishulk Berserker And once you get a big strategic line out, you could use the Fist of Anvil to beef up, selected creatures to just give you that extra damage. And that's how you're going to take care of a 7/7 or a big creature. Your spot removal is like this: Shandara's Fury. If you see something you don't like, boom, get it out of here. Spot removal. Now, the opposite form of her discarding hand control is going to be these. You've got land control here in this deck. So instead of disabling her hand, he can be disabling her mana pool or her mana ramps. So she can't be doing things. Whereas she's going to be disabling his hand so he can't be playing things. Same premises, different style. So here, you've got more spot removal as well. You got two different types of goblin token generators. Then your big stuff in here is cheap. You have a Slumbering Dragon. Played on the first turn. It can't attack or block. It's a 3/3 for 1, but it cannot attack or block until it becomes a 5/5. You get to put a 1/1 counter on it whenever your opponent attacks you or a planeswalker you control. So put this out on turn 1 and let them start attacking you with tokens or their main line. Boom, you're going to beef up this badass creature. And basically you can always keep beefing up. So I'll give you a document cam. Now this red deck is going to be a little bit more expensive because it's got more rares in it than that. Basically, like I said, it's a devil deck. You got some little fast devils. It's got good mana. You got more land destruction. You got same thing premise here. Your tactical creatures in this deck are not necessarily life linking and exalted combo. You have more like haste and intimidate. So you're going to be fast with this deck, but fast as in turn 3 and turn 4, not like a normal red deck is fast like turn 1 and 2. Okay? So you got a lot of goblins, you got a lot of berserkers in here. Here's some more spot removal. If you see something you don't like, boom, 3 damage, get it out of here. If not, go ahead and throw that 3 damage on the player. So without completely revealing that deck, and they've shuffled them, I'm going to go straight into this red sideboard. Now, this sideboard for the red is really big. I gave you a lot because I couldn't find a lot of things that I really personally liked. So I'm giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I gave you 15 dead on. All right, so you got some more devils just for your strategic creatures. You got some boars because you need that cannon fodder with intimidate. So your intimidate combo out with your haste. You got some defensive walls. You got a very heavy mana casting cost spirit, but it's 6/1. It's 5 mana for 6/1, so that's pretty good. If it had haste, that would be an OP card. Because then you can manipulate a lot. You've got almost a complete play set of artifact spot removals that will take care of Shatter will take care of artifact creatures or playing out artifacts or artifact equipments. So then you've got Insight War. I didn't put this in the deck, but basically you got 2 of these. If you got a play set of this would be pretty good. Choose 1. Creatures target player controls attacks this turn if able, or creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn, or you can pay 2 to entwine it. What this is going to team up with is with the Intimidate, and it's going to force them to attack you and give your creatures first strike. So basically, it's going to force her to attack with her creatures that she doesn't want to, giving his creatures first strike so they can hit her first and kill her tactical creatures. But I didn't put those in there because I wanted you guys just to see the mechanics of the basic mechanics play out in the premises of the deck. That will be fun. This will be fun to add later on. You got Ogre Leadfoots, which is more cannon fodder, and it can only be bought by an artifact creature, and when it does, destroy it. Spike Shot Goblin, you got a full play set. That's just the best cannon fodder that I have to offer, and it's from Mirrodin, so it's not even from the 2012 Core Deck Builders Toolkit, but it's a 1/2 Goblin Shaman, sticking with the theme of goblins. 1 red mana, tap it. Activated ability is Spike Shot Goblin deals damage equal to its power to target creature. So what you can do is put that out, put forgot the name of it, put this Fist of Anvil on it, making it a 5/2, and then use its activated ability, and then it will do 5 damage. It'll do spot damage to however much you beef up its strength to. So that way you don't have to go out and waste these creatures just to ping. You beef it up and then you can ping out without putting it at risk. So basically that is pretty much it. We are almost ready to go. I think she's going to take a quick little break, but I would say to take your time, and when you see this, we're going to give you multiple videos of each of these decks. I'm going to give you a rundown of the other 2 decks in the next video, and then after that, I won't have any more breakdowns of the decks. You'll have a breakdown of all the decks in only 2 videos, but we're going to give you more than just 2 videos for each deck. Okay? So now with that being discussed, we're actually going to start. Now, okay, I'm going to be putting the microphone down. Excuse me, I know it's a lot of static in the background. Basically, y'all are going to be set. Alright, now let me just get my camera angle set up for them. So, alright, y'all are good? Alright, now I need to get y'all the tokens. Would y'all like to flip a coin or roll dice to see who goes first?
Ladies first.
Alright, she wants to flip a coin. So if we're going to flip a coin, you want to use a quarter or a Pokemon coin?
Quarter.
Okay. Now, you got to either call it or you can tell him to call it and you flip for him. So in the air, what would you like to do first? You want to call it while you flip it, or you want him to call it?
I'll call it.
Alright, so when you flip it in the air, you got to call it. And then if you
Yeah.
get it, you go first. Or you get to choose.
Heads.
Alright, she got it. So you get to choose to go first or go second. Now, I told you, there's very few rare decks. There's very few rare decks that want to go second. So you're at this point where you are pretty much want to go first, I believe, with your deck. But it's up to you. Now, check y'all's hands one more time for me. Y'all got a good hand for this video. Y'all got good amount of creatures. You got a good amount. You got more than 2 lands in each hand. I don't want to do any mulligans in the. Okay, you good? All right. Well, I just made the deck. Go ahead, mulligan. I just made these decks, and they literally just shuffled them. They did 2 legacy shuffles. So basically, we're playing a casual game here. So normally she would mulligan down to 6 cards in her hand, but we're gonna keep it where she can draw 7. All right, she's good to go, and you good to go, Dougie?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go first. All right, so since she goes first, she doesn't get to draw a card.
Laying down a land.
And all right, she is done. All right, Dougie, it's your go. Bottom of the first turn. Now, Dougie has not played in over 6 months, so he's going to be a little rusty.
Okay, laying down a land. Go ahead and throw out
Okay.
goblin.
Now he's rusty. What do you got to do
Arsonist.
before you
Oh.
to summon a creature? You got to tap the land. Okay.
Apologies.
Now, you just summon Goblin Arsonist. Read what it does for her and its power and toughness for her.
Okay, when Goblin Arsonist dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to target creature or player.
You paying attention to that? All right, and it's a 1/1. All right, tell her she can go, or she's just gonna be sitting there.
You're welcome to go.
Okay. I'm laying down a second land,
All right.
and I'm tapping 2 lands for Terror, which is destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. It can't be regenerated.
So you're gonna tear the Goblin Arsonist.
Yes.
That she'll still take 1.
All right. So in response to you killing it, you're gonna take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here, just keep your graveyard under there. All right. So it's 19 to 20. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. So it's bottom of the second turn. Go ahead and go, Dougie. All right. Now I'm only gonna tell you this one time because we're on a live video. If you forget to untap before you draw a card, we're not gonna let you untap that. You got to remember that rule.
Okay.
Untap, then draw. Untap phase is called upkeep. That's where you untap everything and then draw a card. Don't forget that because we're not gonna let you do that. So since we let you have one mess up, she's gonna have, you gave her one mess up. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to.
We're playing for pink slips here, y'all. You can't fuck up.
Playing a land.
All right.
And I am going to whoop out. Don't know how to pronounce that.
Go ahead and tap your lands first. Tapping 2 lands. Say that.
Tapping 2 lands, bringing out Falkernath Exterminator.
You said it right.
And whenever Falkernath Exterminator deals combat damage to a player, I put a 1/1 counter on it.
All right. That's pretty good. Now, are you done?
Yes.
All right. Now, before you go to your upkeep phase, whenever you play a spell, an instant or sorcery spell, you need it. When it resolves, it goes to your graveyard. So don't just leave it out there because he can't touch your cards. So make sure that you put it in your graveyard. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna just try to leave the camera here because this tripod I'm using is it's kind of sticks. But I can move it over back and forth like that for you guys. Yeah, alright, we go like that. I'm gonna leave it zoomed out. You draw a card?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, I'm tapping 2 for Ravenous Rats, which, when Ravenous Rats enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card.
And it's a 1/1 rat. Remember that. Alright, so you can discard, you don't have to discard a card at random, you get to choose. You get to choose.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Alright, now are you done?
Yes.
Alright, she's got a good creature on the field. You got a 1/1 creature that's a little bit better, but the rats are pretty good, as you guys can see. Alright, so it's your turn, bottom of the 3rd. Untap. It's the last time I'm going to tell you that. That way, you'll just, if you mess up, then you'll learn the hard way. And you can't do anything.
Drop another land.
Alright, now, keep your lands tidy for the video, please. Oh, I'm not even, that's why I'm not going to use camera, because I have to hold their hands. Keep them tidy like that. Okay? No, just do in sets of 2 at first, okay?
Okay. And, then I guess I will just,
No.
yeah.
Yep. Alright, so he's going to push his turn and go ahead and go back to you.
Okay. Okay, I'm tapping 2 lands for Vampire Interloper.
Alright, it's a 2/1. What does the Vampire Scout do?
It's flying, and the Vampire Interloper can't block. Looper, something.
Interloper.
Oh, Loper. Okay.
Oh, it cannot block? Okay. Well, that's because now I'm only giving these tactics for the video so that people can understand. You're paying 2 mana for a 2/1 flyer. That you're already getting your money out of that. That's why it can't block. Because that's if it didn't have where it can't block, that'd be an OP card, and you could use that to manipulate and break the game. So they had to balance that card out, but that's why it's a common. Because if they didn't have it where it can't block, that'd be an uncommon. Alright, she's going to push her turn to you. Bottom of the 4th.
Okay. Another land. All I can do is attack.
You forgot to draw a card.
Oh, sorry.
Last time, I swear to God.
I swear to you.
The only reason, Internet, I'm holding their hands because I want you to see the potential of this deck, because I made this deck, both of these decks, and I would know how to play them, and I want them to play them to the full potential that these decks have to offer.
Okay. I would like to attack her.
No, that's not attack. That's you're summoning a spell. So
Yeah.
you can say, all right, I'm tapping one. You can say I'm tapping one land to cast Pillar of Flame, or I'm summoning a sorcery spell on you or target. Blah blah blah.
Well, I was just saying it says I can either attack her creatures or her.
I know. Well, read the whole thing for the internet, please.
Okay. Pillar of Flame deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead.
Alright, I'm not going to tell you which creature you should kill, but I know which one you should. So you can do it to her, you can do the damage to her, or you can swing it to a creature. It's up to you. I mean, you just basically, at this point, since you kind of don't know what you're doing, just do something and find out and see what happens. Whatever, just go with your gut. Don't second guess yourself.
Alright. Take it.
Alright, so basically what you can do for showmanship, just be like Pillar of Flame, the Vampiric Interloper, okay?
Okay.
And get it out of here. It's dead. Now that was your best move with that, okay? And then the spell resolves to your graveyard.
Good.
Guys, you gotta start remembering that, because I can't be playing in the game like that. Alright,
Damn, this chair is crazy. Okay, your turn.
top of the fifth. Alright,
Okay, I'm tapping 1 land for Tormented Soul. Tormented Soul can't block and is unblockable.
alright, it's a 1/1. It's pretty good. Okay, so
And I am done.
alright.
Okay.
You actually remembered this time.
Okay, I'm going to tap 2, bring out a Searing Spear, and I'll just go ahead and attack her.
Alright. So just hold it and be like Searing Spear you.
Searing Spear to you, buddy.
3 damage. Alright, so she's at 16. 16 to 20. Alright. And you're gonna leave her hanging or you're gonna tell her
You
she
may go.
Alright.
Okay.
Now I need to get my phone so we can do I got the phone tracker app. Here we go.
Okay. And I'm tapping 1 mana for uh, 2 mana for Ghost Go.
Play this one
Colors.
first.
Okay.
Play that one first. To avoid.
To avoid rats and Gall Caller's chant. No.
Alright, so this is new for her. Alright, she's summoning, go ahead, you're summoning, or you're casting Goal Caller's Chant. It's a sorcery spell. It says choose one. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Or return 2 target zombie cards from your graveyard to your hand. Return that to your hand.
Okay.
Yep, so now you got your vampire back that he killed.
Okay.
Now, there's one more thing you need to do with one of your creatures. I can't tell you what it is, but you need to do one thing with your creature, one of your creatures, before you say go. I can't tell you what it is because that wouldn't be fair to Doug. You're just going to have to figure that out. Alright, it's 16 to 20. Her. Actually, let's see. I'll put it right here.
Other way around.
It won't stay like that.
I will attack with the Ravenous Rats.
Okay?
And I'm done.
Doug, alright. So, you're just gonna block and lose your good creature, the only creature you have right now?
Oh, I didn't know it was my choice.
It is your choice. When she declares attackers, she can't decide what you do. You have to decide if you want to take the 1 damage.
No, then yeah, I'll
But
take
what does that do? Read that again. To yourself, out loud, or whatever. Obviously, you can't remember what that you just... Can't remember the creature you just played. Read it out loud.
Whenever Falkernath Exterminator deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it.
So whenever you attack her and get damage to her, he becomes stronger. So you wanna block. If you blocked if you use the exterminator to block the ravenous rats, they both die.
Yeah.
And then you're creatureless, and she's got 2 creatures on you.
Okay, well, then I'll just take the damage.
All right.
Okay.
Now, no. God almighty. It's okay, guys. They probably have a lot of pressure on them. Doug hasn't played in a long time, so just be patient with us.
Okay. Tap 2. Can't I copy the spell she just used?
No, you have to. Okay, he's trying to play a spell he doesn't know how to play. Basically, this is another rare he's trying to play. You have to play a spell first, then use that.
Oh, it's mine? I thought I copied hers.
It's not that hard. You got enough mana to do it. Alright, so, man, I'm getting really tired of doing this, but look, okay, you're going to tap 2 mountains. You're going to tap 2 lands. You're going to cast Harvest Pyre.
I just don't understand what that means at all. That's why
Okay, Harvest Pyre says, it's an instant spell. As an additional cost to cast Harvest Pyre, you have to exile. Exile means you remove a card from the game. So exile X amount of cards, which means X means whatever you, in this instance, X means however many you want from your graveyard, and then however many cards you exiled from your graveyard, it deals that much damage to target creature.
No.
Now, hold on. Now she's got a 1/1, a 1/1, and a 1/1. So you will not need to remove any more than 1 card from your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So go ahead and do it. Alright, so you're going to exile Searing. Yeah, when you exile, it's basically removing it from the game. When you exile a card, just put it face over here on the other side of your graveyard. Okay, now before you finish this, you've got to play the other one. And please read it. Please read the title and the ability of the spell.
Alright, it's Reverberate, and
And you got to pay the cost first.
so tap 2, and it copies target instant or sorcery spell. Sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a document cam shot of this card. This is the second rare in this red deck. As you can see, Reverberate, it's got pretty art. Copy target, instant spell, or sorcery spell. You can choose new targets for the copy. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you should do here, but basically you set your spells up. What are you going to do? Alright, so are you understanding how much damage this is doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll go.
I'm still confused on this, though.
There's nothing to be confused about. Look, this is doing 1 damage to a creature.
Mm-hmm.
And then you copy this exact spell that you just did.
So I have to exile another card?
No. You already paid for it, and it's already copied.
Okay.
So now you just get to... You got 2 Harvest Pyre spells on the battlefield. And it's copied. And the second one, you get to designate a new target for.
Okay, well then I'd like to take both these out of the game.
Alright. So basically, now pick that up and put it in the graveyard because your spell's removed and her cards are out of here. Alright, and you... Now look what you've done. You've opened the battlefield. What is your last move before you go?
Gonna attack him, take him out.
No. No, it doesn't work like that. You attack, and then she has to designate her blockers on her own, but she attacked with that last turn. So it's already tapped, as you can see. It can't block. And there's only one instance in the entire Magic game, the Magic world, where it's called Vigilance, where a creature that has Vigilance can attack without tapping, so that it can attack you, and then the following turn it can be left open to block. So you need to be paying attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you played your hand right, but I want you to understand what you're doing. Because see, she was already open when you removed those 2 cards. Now you just did 1 damage to her, putting her at 15, and you know what his ability does. So he gets a 1/1 counter.
I don't have a thingy.
I know. He gets a 1/1 counter. There you go. So now he's a 2/2. Alright. Now it is your turn. Go, girl. You got this. Rats for... Alright. This is your only... I've given him 2 mess ups, but this is your first one, so you're going to have 2.
Yeah. Okay, tapping 2 for contaminated
Bond.
Bond. Whenever a contaminated creature attacks or blocks, the controller loses 3 life.
What are you going? Okay, so it's an enchant creature. You got to enchant a creature.
So,
He only has one creature, so put it on it.
yeah.
All right. So she just contaminated the bond. She put the contaminated bond on your exterminator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one last thing you've got to do before you finish your turn. What are you going to do? No. Yes.
I'm going to use the rats to attack.
All right. Putting you at 18. So it's 18 to 15. It's your go. No.
I just take that and then I untap them, dude. Same thing.
No. You still remember?
Oh. Calm down.
No, man.
I got it.
You don't got it.
Totally got it.
All right. So put the bond like that.
Okay.
So are you understanding the concept of what this debuff enchantment does to this creature?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. That's what's the whole point.
2.
She's this is a very good lineup because y'all are both disabling each other evenly. Are y'all noticing that? Like it's back and forth, back and forth. No one's got a extreme advantage. This is a very even game. There's no slightly favored or extremely favored on each side.
Okay.
This has really been a good battle.
Playing this, and it's a 3/2, but it's got haste, so I can.
How much mana is that, sir? How much mana does that cost to play that?
4.
And how much did you just tap?
Hopes. There you go.
Okay.
I meant to spin that. And I can go ahead and attack with it, and then I'll go ahead and attack with this too.
So you're gonna lose 3 life when you do that, though.
I know it'll kill it.
No, it doesn't kill it. You lose the 3 life,
Oh.
not the creature.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. So you gotta show. Yeah. All right. So okay, you just took 3. You have no creatures to block, so you just took 3 plus 2, making 5. So she's at 10. Now, what does this do when it gets damage in?
I take 3, so I'm 15.
No. What does this do when this gets damage into the
There
player?
we go.
Okay. So now, what is it?
3/3.
All right, so now it's a 3/3, and you just lost 3 life, so you're at 15 for that. No, you didn't block with that. You
Oh.
attacked last turn.
Okay.
It could not block. Look, whenever a creature has been tapped to attack, you can't block with it. I just explained that.
I was thinking it killed it instantly.
No. All right, now it's your go. Top of the 7. This might be a painfully slow game, guys. But you know, if you're watching this video, you're watching this to see what deck you want to buy. This should help your decision making. Don't worry about me holding their hand because I'm teaching them how to play while we're making this video. So basically, you know, don't judge the player. Just be judging the decks, okay?
Okay, I'm laying down a land and I'm tapping 3 for Servant of Neurofix.
All right. Now, what are you going to do? One last thing before you go. There's only one thing you can do.
I'm going to attack with the rats.
All right. But what does this Servant of Nefarx give it?
1+1, so that makes it a 2.
Yes,
2/2.
yes, it makes it a 2/2. But what is the ability that's giving it that?
Exalted.
Okay, I just wanted you to tell the internet so they
Okay.
know where the temporary counter is coming from. So you just took 2 damage. You can't block it because you were wide open, putting you at. It's 13 to 10. This is a very close game. And you don't have any more mess up mulligans, and she's got 1 left because you messed up twice, and I gave it to you.
Okay. Going to 4 tap. Bring in an ogre resistor. He's just a hard ass. So. And then.
Okay, you got the Ogre Resistor, one of my favorite cards because it's good cannon fodder.
Then I will. Oh, it doesn't.
Nope, it does not have haste.
Okay.
You are correct.
So I can attack with this, and
You can attack with the Intimidator, but that means you've got a lot of balls, in my opinion, because you got a 3-point life point advantage on her. So I think it'd be smart to do just what you're doing.
yeah, I'm not gonna attack with that right now.
All right, good deals. So, okay. Now, he's swinging a 3/2 creature at you. Now, this is a hard decision for you because you can block with your Nefards, but, and they will kill each other, but then you lose your Exalted combo that you have set up. So hard to set up. And y'all haven't gotten any token generating spells, unfortunately. So yes, y'all have been using the tactical line that I said y'all need to build up and save. Y'all have just been going back and forth at each other. So you're at a hard spot because if you take the 3 damage, you go down to 7. But if you block, you'll kill each other, removing a strong creature from him. But then you're losing a strong creature too. So at this point, I can't tell you what to do, but I just told you pretty much what the reactions of your choice will be. I feel like there's something you should do, but I can't really tell you that because it wouldn't be fair. Just go with your gut. Don't second guess your instincts. So womanly instincts are pretty damn good, or intuition's pretty good. I think you got this.
I'm going to use the Norfolks to block.
All right. Well, they both die. Okay. Now you don't have to tap it to show that it blocks. Just put it on there, and then they both die. Get them out of here. Get it out of here. To your graveyard.
That's just sad.
Well, you should have paid attention that she had a 3/1 on the battlefield and you had a 3/2. Hello. Are you not looking at how strong her creatures are versus how strong your creatures are?
I'm trying to. I got really bad vision.
Oh God, don't give me that excuse. You drive. Okay. So now
I tried to pour it.
you're done? Are you done?
That was her turn.
No, it was your turn. You attacked.
Oh
God,
yeah.
you can't remember
yeah.
what turn.
yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
All right, it's her turn. Yeah. All right, how many lands do you have? She's been land screwed this entire game. I mean, because it was a new deck, and she did shuffle it a lot. I guess she just got an unlucky hand this game. But
Okay. I'm tapping 3 land for Screeching Bat. Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 3 mana. If you do, transform Screeching Bat.
all right, so this is one of the new transforming cards. That's a double-sided card. But basically, I gave you a document cam shot of that. It's a 2/2 flyer that you can transform. I'm gonna flip it over just so y'all can see the transform. Transforms into the Stalking Vampire. It becomes a 5/5, no flying. It makes it, basically that's what, vampires are supposed to do. They can transform from bat back to their real form. So when she transforms to her real form, she's a 5/5, but right now, she's got a 2/2 flyer. Alrighty, so what you gonna do?
I am done.
Alright.
Okey-doke. Tappa,
Untappa. Are you Frank Zappa the Crappa? Okay. Alright, he's got 4 mana on the battlefield that he can float.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and float 3 for this.
Alright, let's see what it is. I don't even know what he's doing now.
Molten Rain, sorcery
Ooh,
spell. It's
wow.
gonna destroy one of your lands, and then you are going to take 3 damage.
No, that's if it's a non-basic. Read it. If the land is non-basic, meaning
Oh, okay.
these are all basic. See how it says basic?
Yeah.
Non-basic is a special land. But basically, ouch. That's really going to hurt her because she's already land fucked. That was really mean, but good move on your part. All right, so destroy one of your lands, Amba. And what happens when your spell's resolved?
They go.
To the graveyard. All right. Now, Is there anything else you want to do before you swing your turn to her? This is the bottom of the 10. This will be the start of turn 11.
I'll go ahead and.
You're in your pre-combat main phase. Just so you know what phase you're in. That's not that important. No, you already tapped that. You can't untap that.
I tapped that.
You got
3.
Yes, I know.
Can I tap this and summon another creature?
With what? How much is that?
Oh yeah, you're right. Math off. Okay, I'm gonna attack with the Org Register and keep this guy just chilling.
I'm going to attack with the rat
No, not attack. It's not your turn.
block.
Yes. Okay, so she's gonna block the ravenous rat on the ogre. Okay, so so the rat dies, but she prevents herself from taking 4 damage. Your go. Alrighty. Let's see what she can do. Hopefully she can whip something out of her ass.
I'm going to lay down a land and summon murder.
Alright, so she's tapping everything. She's murdering. Alright, wow, this is her first real spot removal she's played besides her terror. What creature are you murdering?
The org.
The ogre.
Ogre.
The ogre resistor. Alright, so she murdered the ogre resistor. Get it out of here. It's dead. Now, okay, look. The reason why, I don't know how, like, you almost second guessed yourself. Why would you want to murder a creature that you've already debuffed? That would be way overkill. It's already debuffed. There would be no reason to murder a creature that you've already done something to, unless it became so powerful that it was a big threat. This was a bigger threat at this moment. So I don't know what made you think of that, but you chose the right decision there. Alright, it's your turn. Oh, actually, hold on, wait. Sorry. I was leading that turn and I shouldn't have. Hold on. This is her second mess up and it was my fault. You need to do something before you pass your turn on.
Block with the
No, it's your turn.
No,
You
you're
can't
not
block in
blocking
your
that.
turn. What do you do when it's your turn? It's a flyer, 2/2 flyer. It flies over his creatures. Attack with it.
Okay, attacking with the bat, and
Alright, so he takes 2 damage, so it's 11 to 10. Now go, Doug.
Okay.
Off.
What?
No, not you. I was thinking out loud.
You.
No, don't say fuck me. I'm helping you.
Okay.
Alright, so you got 5 lands you can float.
Yeah, and I'm going to whoop out this rough
Everything?
and tough guy.
Whoa, he's tapping everything. He's tapping 5 lands. What is he doing?
Fire Elemental.
Holy shit. What does the fire elemental do?
It is just a 5/4 creature. It's got a quote on it though, if you want to hear the quote.
Nah, fuck it. Let's just get the game over with. Alright, so he just tapped out everything to summon a 5/4, and wow, she just used her only spot removal, I think, in her hand to deal with a pretty big threat, and now he just whipped out another big threat. Oh shit. Is there anything else you want to do before you go, or are you done? It's 11 to 10.
No.
Alright. Alright, so she's in upkeep
Untap.
phase, top of the, shit, I lost count. I think this is top of the turn 13. Yes.
12 or 13.
No, this is top of 12. Top of 12.
okay, I'm tapping 3 land for Soul Cage Fiend, which when Soul Cage Fiend dies, each player loses 3 life.
Meaning yourself included.
Yes. Okay.
So, are you done?
I'm going to attack with the bat.
Alright, so you're gonna fly over his creatures, dealing 2 damage to him. I know. Tell him, Doug. Tell him. Don't be scared. He just said, fuck that bat. That's right. It's fucking rolled up. It's 9 to 10. Your turn. Bottom of the 12th. Go, Dougie.
Okay. Bring out another land.
All right, so he's got 6 lands. That's it. That's the optimal amount of lands that the deck needs to do its combos. Just keep them up here for the camera, because I'm kind of running out of camera view for it. There you go.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and bring out another Faulkner.
For free?
Oh, no.
You need
Not for free.
You need to pay for it. Thank you.
There you go.
Trying to cheat her out of your. You already hurt her. You already killed her lands. I mean, you've been kind of a dick. Now you're trying to cheat her. All right. So everybody knows what the exterminator does. All right, but this exterminator is not debuffed with contaminated blood. Contaminated bond.
Okay, and then I will attack with my fire element.
5/4. Ouch. Ouch. Oh wow, that's a bitch. Ouch. Because if she takes this damage, then she's basically only got 1 turn to live after this. So you need to stall. Unfortunately, you're in a tight bond. Unfortunately, you're in a very big pickle here. If I were to suggest something to you, I would say there's only one of 2 things you can do. You can either block and not take the damage, or you can take the damage, and then you're pretty much dead next turn, unless something amazing were to happen. So if you block and lose your, I would go ahead and block and then see what happens. Because at this point, I don't know what's going to happen. Just do it.
I'm going to use Soul Cage Fiend to block.
Don't tap it. Just pick it.
Yeah.
Just pick it up and go block, because it's gonna die.
Yeah.
All right. You don't ever tap to block. All right. Now, when you blocked with the Soul Fiend, the Soul Cage Fiend, it prevented you from taking the 5 damage. But y'all just both lost 3 life, putting Doug at 6 and putting you at 7. So it's 6-7. So she came back out of nowhere. You had the lead most of the game. But now she's wide open, is what you think. All right, so tell her it's her turn.
Your turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm tapping 2 mana and summoning Child of Night. And it's got life link, which damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life.
Yeah. Pretty much is self-explanatory. Lifelink. It's pretty damn self-explanatory.
Don't spawn the game.
No, it's only a 2/1 life gainer. That's not game. Are you done?
Yes.
So, oh yeah, this is bottom of turn 13.
Okay. Bringing everything back to usable town. Now I'm getting swamped for no reason.
He's getting swamped with lands. That's what he gets for fucking her lands.
Instant karma.
Yep, instant karma here.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and attack. Let's keep nothing else.
Alright, so he's attacking with the undebuffed exterminator and the fire elemental again.
Can I choose who's hitting what?
No, again, for the 3rd time, Doug, all you can do is attack.
Yeah.
She gets to designate what she wants to do.
Like with the bat.
No. Don't listen to him.
It would be
What you want to do, I'm going to tell you this. This is the last time I'm going to help you guys, and then y'all got the game for the rest of yourself. You can block multiple creatures. Like you can block however you want. So you can use multiple creatures to block one creature. Now, does that help you? Does that give you enough hints of what you should do? You can block multiple. You can use multiple creatures to block one individual creature. So what are you going to do? So I just gave you a hint, a big hint.
Going to use the bat and the Child of Night to block the fire.
All right, thank God she got the hint. Okay, Now, what happens when the Child of Night deals damage?
It gains that much life. The damage that
Gotcha.
it deals.
Okay, so she's blocking the Screeching Bat and the Child of Night are blocking the Fire Elemental. All three of them die. Get it out of here, but she gains 2 life from the Child of Night. See, the Child of Night's a pretty good tactical creature, making it go from 6 to 9. But then we got to work this out. The Exterminator does 1 damage to her. No, that's dead. Those are dead. Get them out here.
Yeah.
The Exterminator gets 1 damage through, putting her back to 8. And you know what it does. There you go. Good deal. Alrighty, your turn. This has been a very rough game. I say this has been a damn good game. Right around, very, very close. Very, very close.
Okay, laying down a land
Alright.
and
I just need a monster.
Now, you can ask him, when you have a card like this, you can ask him, because he cannot hide it from you. So you can say, do you have a hand? Do you have any cards in your hand? He cannot hide that from you.
And I can show you nothing.
So that should tell you what all options do you have to do.
yeah. I'm gonna tap 2 and summon the Vampire Interloper.
Oh, and now I'm going to play the winner of this deck. I mean, the winner of this battle is going to face me. Alright, so now it's your go. The creature has summoning sickness, she can't do anything.
Tap, tap. Okay,
You don't know what that means, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
yeah. Go ahead and tap a land, chant this creature.
With reflexes, giving that exterminator, that 2/2 exterminator first strike, meaning that basically it's a 2/2 creature, and if it were to attack and a 2/2 creature or a 2/1 creature were to block it with first strike, means that you're gonna first strike it with, you're gonna strike your damage with it first, meaning a creature that would block this that would normally kill it.
It'd stay alive.
Exactly. There you go. Now, are you done?
No. Boosh.
Alright.
And
So you're attacking
now
with the
I'm
2/2. Again, that puts you back into the hard spot because you got to take the damage because it can't block. So she goes down to 6. So it's 6 to 6. It's your turn.
ooh.
This game is heating up in a way that I never thought. We're getting down to the end of the wire. Very tough game. Very tough game, but they've been playing as best as they can, I believe.
I have to piss.
Yeah, I know. That really sucks because I just looked at her hand for the first time in a couple of turns, and that really sucks because she can't use anything in her hand right now. I'm sorry, but you might as well. It can't block, so you might as well do what you can do with it. Because sitting there and not doing anything with it sucks because it can't block.
Yeah.
So go ahead and attack with it, and then you're done. All right, so you're gonna take
Game.
2 damage,
I can't.
4 to 6.
If I block with this, I take 3, right?
It's your turn. Just do your thing first. I can't tell you that anymore. I told you guys I wouldn't help you on. I've been holding y'all's hand the whole entire way through.
Okay. Good.
It's been a nice game.
I'm going to tap 2.
Finish this.
Okay. Tap 2, play an instant Searing Spear. So that goes straight to you, and I will also attack.
All right. So Searing Spear hits her for 3 damage, putting her at 3.
And I will also attack with my Falconer Exterminator, giving it another.
Yes. And now she takes 2 damage, putting her at 1. You've got 4 life, bro. So what are you gonna do? You're missing one thing here. God,
Oh,
if you
I'm
don't see
gonna
this-
attack with my other Falconer Exterminator.
making you take 3 damage. So it's 1 to 1, but she just took 3 damage. So you overkilled her, -2. Good games, guys. Good games. So that was really close. Now let me take my microphone out of here. Now, y'all go ahead and clean up the board. Clean up the board. Now, and as they're cleaning up the board, I'm going to explain this. All right. Now, explanation of that last turn. Of course, he didn't see that, and I had to tell him and drop hints to him, but that was a close game. I mean, really, they played the decks as hard as they could be played. They didn't make hardly any mistakes that were game changers. And there, at that point, there's not much she could have done. She just got a bad hand that was dealt to her. She did everything she could, but he came back. Like I tried to tell both of them, you got to set up your tactical creatures and stall from losing those as long as possible. And just because he held on to those tactical creatures as long as he could, the strategic mechanics fell in his favor. So as you guys can see, they are both extremely good decks. You just got to know your deck. And if you know your deck, you can make the odds swing in your favor. But that's going to be it for round 2 of the zombie black deck versus the goblin red deck. When we come back, I'm playing the winner, which is Doug, with I guess since he won, I'll give him the option of choosing what deck he wants to play, and then I'll play whatever deck he doesn't choose. Okay? So have a good night, guys. We'll see y'all later in round 3.
Hi, everyone. This is Amber with mythicinfo.com, and we are here with...
Hey, guys. It's Dub with dubstreasurestore.com, ready to whoop Dougie's ass.
Hey, this is Doug, and ready to play as well.
Oh, you're going to let me kick your ass? You ready for me to kick your ass?
No. We'll see what happens in the game.
All right. They have already chosen their decks, and they have already shuffled to make it quicker for you guys, and we are going to do...
I'm the challenger, so he was allowed to... what did you tell him? Since he won, he was going to have the option to choose his deck.
Yes.
So he stuck with
The goblin.
the red goblin deck or whatever.
Yeah.
We haven't really named it yet. What do you think's a good name for it?
Red goblin.
All right. And since he won the game against Amber, he chose the red deck. I'm playing with the white soldier French coward healing deck, I guess you could say. And since you won also, you're getting to choose to roll dice or flip. You want to flip?
And you call.
You want me to call?
Ready?
Yep. Tails. That's okay. Well, I'll take it, my win. But if you're gonna flip it and catch it, the proper etiquette. If you're gonna flip a coin, yeah. But then I would have lost, so I'll take it. All right. Will you hand me that ashtray over here, please? All right. Now we're all set up. Before we start, okay, we've already shuffled, like she said. Before we start, you got a good camera angle on both of the fields?
Yes.
Okay. Now, go ahead and holster your mic so you can. So this is gonna be her first time as being a real cameraman here. So I want her to, got her holding the mic down so now she can give you guys the best camera angles possible. All right, you ready, Doug? Let's do this. Happy face. Yeah. All right, and I won the flip, so I get to choose to go first or let him go, and I'll go first. Laying down a plains, tapping a plains for a Cathedral Sanctifier. It's a 1/1. When Cathedral Sanctifier enters the battlefield, I gain 3 life. Go, Doug.
Okay, I'll take a card, lay down a land, and I'll go ahead and let you go.
You're not gonna do nothing?
Absolutely nothing I can do.
All right, so it's back my turn. Upkeep, draw, second plains. I'm gonna tap 2 plains to summon a Steadfast Guard. It's a 2/2 rebel. Attacking does not cause Steadfast Guard to tap. Now, Doug, pay attention to this, because last game you did not listen to me and you didn't pay attention. Now, remember how I told you it was called Vigilance. A creature with Vigilance is allowed to attack, and it doesn't have to tap. It does not tap when you attack with it. Now, this card is Mercadian Mask. This is an older card. They had not come up with Vigilance first. Vigilance is just the overlying name, so it just says attacking doesn't cause Steadfast Guard to tap. So basically, this is an old version of a creature card with Vigilance. Are you with me? Attack you for 1. You're at 19.
Okay,
And go.
lay down another land.
So what is the score?
19 to 23.
All right.
Okay, and I will.
All right, you got 2
Yes.
lands you can float. You gonna do anything yet? Or you just gonna...
Yeah, I'm floating them, casting an instant spell, So you
Don't say it. Well, just say it like I'm summoning, or no, I'm casting Searing Spear on blah 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 or blah blah blah.
on blah blah blah.
Well, not like that. Say, oh my lord. All right, you're casting Summoning Spear on what? Steadfast Guard or
Yes,
me?
Steadfast guard.
All right, you're a bitch. Okay. Well, it resolves. Get it out of here, and you just killed my guard. Thanks.
You're welcome.
No, fuck you. That was a sarcasm. I don't appreciate that at all. You're gonna pay for that. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Untapping everything. Draw. All right, 3 planes. I'm going to tap 3 planes to summon an Attendant Knight. It's a 2/2 first strike. When Attendant Knight enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 white soldier creature token on the battlefield. Okay, so it's a 1/1. Attack you for 1. Go.
Okay.
So the score is 18 to 23. Here, can the camera see that? How about that? Can the camera see? Yeah, clearly?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this an artifact?
No, it's a 1/1 white creature soldier token. I didn't say artifact creature token, did I?
No.
I had to bring it in a little bit. I didn't see it clearly.
Yeah, but can you still see the whole battlefield?
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bring it.
There you can.
Okay.
Falcon Arctic.
Can you see this, my deck and graveyard? Okay. I'm just trying to tidy up the battlefield so that we get good camera angles for our viewers.
And I can't do anything, so.
Oh, you brought out the exterminator again. Okay. Oh, now remember, guys, we didn't clarify this because she forgot, but these decks are both for sale. So that's why we're making this video. This is not a pleasure video. This is a pleasure video for you guys to judge the decks. Don't judge the players. Just judge the decks to see which one you are most interested in buying. Now, I've already in the previous video talked fully about customizing, enhancing this deck, the strategic tips on how to play the deck. We described the sideboard for this white deck. Now, the white deck I have not discussed because I was in a hurry. I did not discuss anything like the play, the enhancement, the strategic tips, and I did not discuss the sideboard. But real quick, let me take a break for this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, and this is a part of the sideboard too. You got 2 extra cards in your sideboard. You can only have 15 cards in your sideboard. But this sideboard has got a lot of spot removal in here. It's got a lot of artifact and equipment, spells and creatures to deal with. You've got a bunch of creatures you can swap in and out with this sideboard. This is the best sideboard I've made for the 4 decks. Now, you're thinking, where did they make these decks? We bought a 2013 Deck Builders Toolkit, and I made these 4 decks. I made a red goblin deck, a white soldier healing deck, a blue, I made a blue mill deck that's based around drakes as their creatures, and then the previous game you saw Amber play the black zombie token deck with a bunch of spot removal, okay? So we have 4 decks, they're all monocolored, black, blue, white, and red, up for sale. That's why we're making these videos, no other reason. All right, now, you're done?
Yes.
Okay, so my turn. Okay, so 4 lands. I'm going to tap 2 mana to put a pacifism on the exterminator. Enchanted creature cannot attack or block, so you're not going to grow that creature anywhere. It's just stuck there as a 1/1 that can't do shit. Your go. Oh, but you can use this activated ability. What does that say?
This is Falcon Arctic Exterminator deals damage to target creature equal to the number of 1/1 counters of Falcon Arctic.
Alright, so if you had a 1/1 counter, you could at least be playing its activated ability, but you don't, so you can't. Your go. And I was being nice. I didn't attack you this time. This turn. But after this, I'm not going to be nicey anymore. Because you don't deserve it. You whipped Amber's... Well, actually, the last game, if you guys watched that battle, she didn't get her ass whooped. It was a tie game all the way through, neck and neck, right down to the end of the line. I mean, it was close, was it not?
Yeah, it was. It really was.
I mean, at that point, I honestly did not know who was going to win around the top of turn 12. Okay, we're at the bottom of turn 4.
There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do. Apparently, you didn't have a good hand, and you thought you did. You should have made sure. Well, you had the chance to mulligan. You're the one who decided you had a good hand. Because I know that deck's got better than what you're offering me on the table.
I just expected more land to come out of the damn.
Well, maybe you didn't shuffle that well. All right, upkeep, draw the card, 5 planes. All right. I'm going to do you a favor. Actually, not yet. All right. I'm going to attack you with 1, 2, so that's 3 damage, and 4. So you take 4 damage. That cannot block. So you take 4 damage, and it's your turn. At the end of my turn, during the end step, which for you, Doug, you don't know because it's an advanced rule, the end step is the end of my turn and the transition of your turn. So the end step is nobody's turn. So during the end step, I am going to curse break this enchantment, destroying this enchantment for you, and I gain 2 life. Putting me at 25. So, hold on, let me check the score, double check her. Okay, yeah. So the score is 14 to 25. Now, that creature can attack or block this turn.
Okay.
And I'm wide open. I did you a favor. So we can do something so you can actually do something this game and not just be a very boring game. And I did that so I can gain 2 life. So I can just be at a ridiculous amount of life, like what this deck does. So hopefully, what you want to do with this white deck, guys, is you just want to fucking put so much out there that are little 1/1 pingers and they're real weak, but you're gaining so much life, you're going to force your opponent into submission. You're going to heal so much that he's not going to be able to win unless he's got an amazing deck, that he's just going to want to quit and give up and just submit the win to you. That's what you want. That's what you're hoping for this deck. That's why I call it the French coward deck, because you don't go for the gusto, you just go for the quit,
Okay.
which is really a dirty way of playing.
It's the anvil. Target creature gets +4.
Ooh, that was dick, Doug.
What?
What do you mean, what? I did you a favor and you're going to beef it up to a 5/1, and attack me with 5, you bitch? Alright, now double check. Alright, so I'm taking 5 damage, so it's 14 to 20. Now, double check. What does it say? When it deals damage to a player, it gets 1/1
Yes.
counter on it. Okay. Now, your spell resolves. What? The spell resolves. Okay. So you got a little quickie in on me, but that's all you're going to get. Are you done?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to untap everything. I'm going to draw a card. And then I am going to tap 2 to summon a Devout Monk. When Devout Monk comes into play, I gain 1 life, and it's a 1/1 cleric. And then I'm going to tap 2 more planes to pacify your Falcon Wrath Exterminator again, so it cannot attack or block. There you go. But at least you can use its activated ability. No mess up take-backs in this game, sir.
Alright, your turn.
Okay. Again, I didn't attack because I was being nice. I was setting up. Which, if you're playing this deck in that situation, you should have attacked that turn. But I didn't, just to be nice. But now I will. Tapping all 5 to summon... Okay, tapping all 5 to summon a Griffin Protector. It's a 2/3 flyer. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, Griffin Protector gets 1/1 until end of turn. I'm going to attack you for 1, 1, 2, that's 4 damage, and 1. So that's 5 damage. You take 5 damage. Putting you at 9 to 21. Go. Yeah, go ahead and untap that.
It's useless.
No, it's not useless. Don't do that. Because, yes, we're selling those. Alright, look, it's not useless. Why is it not useless? I want you to understand. It's pacified, it cannot attack or block. But what can it still do, Doug?
Oh, okay.
Alright. And what is that called? A little bit of magic trivia here for my newbies.
It's an ability?
It starts with an A ability, though.
Tribute?
Nope.
Advanced.
Nope.
Artichoke.
No. It's an activated ability. Silly. Oh, good guess, though. Alright. Alright, it's still your turn.
Okay.
If you can't play anything, you got enough mana to use its activated ability.
No, I'm going to destroy one of your lands and
Oh, you're a bitch. Molten Rain, one of my lands. Okay, you get to pick which one you want to destroy. I mean, they're all the same, but
they're all
you know,
basic.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can pick like if you want to destroy this colored land or that one. Like, 'cause see, this is my Yahweh one. Like, these are my holy ones from heaven.
Well, I'll destroy one of the ones that isn't from here.
Okay. All right, and that spell resolves. That spell resolves. Okay, you're done. Untapping everything. Now, usually I'm not this aggressive with this white deck. See, when you can be very aggressive with this white deck, but I didn't build this deck to be that aggressive. I built it to see a good defense is a good offense, or a good defense is a strong offense. So I set up a defense and I just sit here and heal. But I'm being forced to be aggressive attacker because there's no other option for there's no other way for the game to go except me do constant damage. Always attack if possible. Always attack if you've got the room to attack, which I do. There's no reason not to attack. Okay? So, still my turn. I untap, drawing a card. Tapping 1 mana to summon a Ghost-Lit Redeemer in. And again, because of the Griffin Protector, whenever another creature comes into the battlefield under my control, it gets 1/1 until end of turn. So this is now a 3/4. And alright, the Ghostlit Redeemer is a 1/1 spirit. When I pay 1 white mana and tap it, I can gain 2 life. So there's some more healing for you. I'm going to attack you for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. And you got to take that. So you're at 1 life. Alright, and it's your turn. So if you don't do something, whip something amazing out of your ass, you're going to lose.
There's nothing that amazing.
No, I know. This is a game.
Okay. It's really stupid, man.
I mean, yeah, you might as well. I mean, because it's pretty much a game. Now, this deck, I just got an amazing. This wasn't a Christmas tree deck hand. I mean, a Christmas tree hand. But this is one of the best hands you're gonna get, really. Because I mean, this deck's doing good. All right, he's tapping all 3 to do a whatty. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to summon
Might as well go for the gusto.
Brimstone Valley, and it deals 3 damage to target creature or player.
Well,
5 damage if something dies.
all right. This would be the best option for you to ping, because it's a 2/3 flyer that's fucking you up. Now, let's read it again. Brimstone Volley says Brimstone Volley deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Now, the Morbid ability says Brimstone Volley deals 5 damage to that creature or player instead if a creature died this turn, which you're not getting the Morbid ability because there's no creature that has died this turn. So it's going to deal 3 damage to the Protector. That resolves. This dies. All right. So I guess you're done. No, I didn't take any damage.
Okay.
Put that back. All right. So I'm going to untap. I'm going to untap everything, draw, and I'm going to bring a Devoted Retainer. It's a 1/1 human samurai with Bushido. Whenever it blocks or becomes block, it gets 1/1. It's the opposite of Exalted, just so you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and just be stupid. Tap 1 white to tap this to gain 2 life, putting me back to 25, and I'm going to attack you for 1, so that's game, you're dead. -1, -3, -4. So I won by -4. Good game, sir. Alright, so as you can see, that red deck didn't stomp Amber's black deck didn't stomp the zombie black token, the mono black deck in the ground, but it won by pretty good. This deck just completely owned his deck's face. Now, granted, he did not get a good hand. He wasn't being consistent through every turn by, doing something. But, as you can see, this deck has the right combination of cards to be able to compensate and do stuff for all the little puny 1/1s and 2/2s that you got. Look how many I had this entire game. I had no creature that was stronger than power 3, and I won. I won using all 1-1s and 2-2s. And most people be like, why would you even make a deck like that? Well, look what it just did. So that's why. All right, guys, that is it for round 3. We're going to take a break. Maybe we'll make a round 4 showing you guys. I'd like to face up the blue mill deck versus the black zombie deck, because we've got 2 games of the red deck and 1 game of the blue deck, right? Yeah, because what was the very first one we fought? The blue mill deck versus, on video, the blue mill deck versus the red deck, I believe? Yeah. So now, all right, we've got 2 videos for you guys on eBay of the red deck that we're going to have in the auction for the red deck. We've got 1 video of the blue deck, and we're going to make 1 more video tonight of that blue deck, because each deck is going to have 2 videos, 2 winning videos, because every time we've made a video, the decks that we wanted to win in that game won. So then we got 1 more video to play of the blue deck winning, 1 more video of this white deck winning, and 2 more videos to make of the black deck winning. So we've got quite a few videos for you guys to watch, and we got quite a few videos actually to make so you guys can watch, but as of now, every deck, we haven't made any extra videos. We're not setting this up. We're not stacking our hands. This is straight up shuffling the decks that we just made and putting them into play, and you see what happens. All right? So take care, Internet, and good night. Say good night, guys.
Good night.
Yo.
Good night.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It's round 4. It's sometime in October. I don't know. It's a Monday.
22nd.
Oh, it's the 22nd, and I'm David with Dub's Treasure Store. Welcome to our little Magic the Gathering battle review. We've made 4 decks. Once again, I'm explaining all this over again. 4 decks out of the 2013 core set Deck Builders Toolkits. We made a black, white, blue, and red deck, all monocolored. Today, Dougie and my associate Amber, the gamer girl, here with mythicinfo.com, has already done a battle in round 1 that was the red goblin deck versus the black deck. It was the best game yet. It was so heated, neck and neck. So now, and Doug won. So now Amber's trying to come back. Again, Dougie's using the red goblin deck, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And tell him what you're using, because you've used this blue deck again.
It's the blue mill deck, which basically you just mill creatures into your graveyard and revamp them.
All right. Yeah, and you just use your drakes to kind of swing in the damage flying over them, which is really good. All 4 of the decks we made have sideboards. Like here's the sideboards for the red deck, and now the blue sideboard, guys, is the biggest sideboard that I've made yet. So you're getting, and they're all 60 card decks. Now the blue sideboard, you've got complete play sets of a lot of cards. It's the biggest sideboard I've made for all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You can only have 15 cards in a sideboard, but this will allow you, when you get ready to go to a tournament or some tournament style casual play, you can take out what you don't need to go in your sideboard, and you're good to go. So this is the best sideboard I've made for this 4 decks. So you get an extra added value with the blue deck. All right, so Doug, you beat her, so the loser gets to choose. That's just proper etiquette. When a person loses, they get to choose whether they want to go first or go second. But since I was a challenger that came in, let's just do a flip and just sweep the whole board, starting all over. Now, hold on. At least since she lost, let her choose if she wants to do a coin flip or dice roll. What do you want to do, Amber?
Coin flip's good with me.
All right. You gonna call it, or is he gonna call it?
I'll call it. Heads.
Oops. Heads.
No. Do that over again. If you're gonna, see, you try to catch it and you disturb the thing. If you're gonna catch it and flip it on the top of your hand, or just flip it and let it go. She needs to call it though.
Oh, okay. I was just practicing.
Okay.
Heads. Heads.
All right.
Heads it is.
I can take that. All right. Well, they already shuffled, so we can speed things up. So let's do this. Let's go. Tom, since she won, she gets to choose if she wants to go first. Oh, y'all are doing smiley faces. Really cool. Too many. Too many on yours. All right. So she gets to choose if she wants to go first or go second.
I'll go second.
Are you serious? Are you serious? No. You want to go first.
Okay, then I'll go first. And I'm laying down an island and summoning Ghoulcaller's Bell. Each player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
You're finished then.
Pour it in the cup. There you go.
What is this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Artifacts don't have summoning sickness, so you can use it right away.
Sure
Tap
you
it.
did.
Well, then that means you got to mill the card off your.
Yes.
That goes to your graveyard.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Remember. So it's already tapped. But remember, artifacts don't have summoning sickness unless it's an artifact creature. Here, chuck back real quick. All right. So it's Dougie's turn. Bottom of the first. All right. Game's off to a good start. 20-20. Excuse you.
Excusez-moi. Okay. Putting down a land. Summoning a goblin arsonist to the field. And I will end my turn.
Alright. Untapping. And I'm laying down a land. And it is your turn.
Put down a mountain. Going to tap both of them and play a searing spear that will hit you for 3 to either your creature or you. And then I'm also going to attack with the gobliners.
See, I'll just take. Okay, so that'd be 4. Yeah. Okay, so he just got me for 4. And I believe this artifact is out of play. So, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, it's my turn. Drawing a card, laying down a land, and I will summon Drake Hatchling, which is 3 mana, so I'm tapping the 3 mana. And your turn.
Okay. Mountain, bring out the Pokemon instrument, and I will end my turn.
Okay. I'm tapping. drawing a card. And I will tap for 3 mana for Wind Drake, which is a flying creature, and attack your this one. Extermination, I think, is second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That has two.
Yes. Okay. See, so 1, 3. So that make it just 1, 2, I believe, wouldn't it?
I don't-
That's a 1, 1.
Stop.
I believe that turns into a 1, 2, since that was a 1, 1. And I'm done. Your turn. No, that's wrong. To put the counter on there. That was wrong. It turned into a 1, 2, and nothing more, so. Well, this is really turning to be a drawn out game.
Okay. Tap 1. Kindle Fury. Put it on him. That makes him a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm also going to tap 2. Bring out. Play a sorcery spell that lets me put 2 1/1 tokens on the battlefield. So I guess those become like creatures. I don't really know. Boom. Goes away. And then I'm gonna attack with this. And that's a 2/2.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm
Whatever. You have to block this.
okay. So I will block with my Wild Drake, which that's a 2/2. This is a 2/2. They both cancel out. So that would mean that we're both down 2. Okay, so it's 18-14, guys, and it is the beginning of my turn, so I'm untapping everything and drawing a card. And let's see, what do I have? Okay. I'm laying down a land, and
I know, she left. How would you get up in the middle of a game?
I didn't.
You just, what do you mean you did? She just went?
No.
Then you're in the middle of a game. I left so they'd be natural. I was watching y'all through the bathroom window, like a creeper. 18-14. Whose turn?
My turn. So, I am tapping 4 for Velakidian? No. Enchanter. Or Interrupter, whatever. Which is target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
Mill 2. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Don't show it. Put it back. She can't use that. That's an activated ability, and that creature has summoning sickness. Did you mill this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, she didn't see it, so you're okay.
Okay. And I'm going to attack with the Drake Hatchling.
Block it with one of these 1/1s.
Does your token have a flying?
Why is that fly guy?
Don't you see wings on it? And it's a drake, like a dragon.
I thought they might be really small wings. Maybe it just waddled.
Okay. All right. So you take 1 damage, 17 to 14. Well, she's raping you. How's she at 14 and you're at 17? How is that raping?
No, I didn't say she was raping me. I'm saying I was getting confused.
You need to speak up a little bit because you are far away from the mic, so I can kind of hear you if you don't mind.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I'm done.
Alright. Tap all 4. Bring out my Ball Shuck Berserker.
Which we know what that does.
And it's got haste, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with that. Attack with this. Attack with this.
What are your
Or
tokens?
no, I'm going to go ahead and just attack with that.
What is the token? A 1/1?
It's a 1/1. So I'm going to leave that. And then I'm going to attack with the 1/1 and the 3/2.
So it's 4 damage total. Hello. You gotta do something.
I know. I'm going to attack with
You don't attack. You're
his block. Block with the Velican.
just say you're blocking with the Entrancer.
Okay, I'm blocking with the Enchanter.
To the Berserker or to the token? Cause
To
see,
the
okay,
token.
if it blocks a token, it kills it, but then you take 3 damage. The Entrancer can block the Berserker, and it doesn't. Neither one dies.
Well, it's gonna block the Berserker.
Okay. Well, that'd be smart, because then you don't take 3 damage, you only take 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that don't die. You take 1 damage, 17 to 13. All right. Are you done?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to untap. Draw a card and I'm going to tap 4 for.
Either one.
Oh, okay. Tap 2 for the Sea Eagle. Summoning the Sea Eagle.
I'm trying to get them to be easy with the cards we're selling these. Okay. So you got a bunch of you got 2 flyers and then a sturdy creature. Okay. All right. Well, you left this 2 mana open. So either you use this 2 open mana for that, or the Entrancer's activated ability to make him mill 2.
Well, I'll just use it to.
Or the thing is, if you use his activated ability, he has to tap, and then you can't use him to block the Berserker again.
Yeah.
But you still got this that can fly over.
Mm-hmm.
Be pinging 1 damage in every turn if you can. Oh, but it is a 1/3. Oh wow, that's also a blocker.
Yeah.
Well, stay.
Mm.
So, yeah, she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what that does? We've gone over it a lot. All right, it's Doug's turn. What do y'all know? What turn this is? Is this the bottom of what? Well, I'm guessing 4. So I guess it's the
Yeah.
bottom of the 5th. All right, he's got 5 lands he can float.
Bringing out my badass.
Uh-oh.
So, gonna go ahead and bring out my badass.
All right, so he's tapping 5 to bring out a fire elemental. Ooh, a 5/4. That's one of his best cannon fodder creatures he's got in that deck.
And then I'm going to attack and attack. And
All right,
that's
you know what to do here. I want y'all to keep sturdy decks and libraries. I mean, tidy. Now look, Doug, you're gonna have, if you keep expanding like this, you will have to tidy this 3rd land up here somewhere like that, but for right now, you're okay. We normally don't, I'm not so picky about a tidy playing mat, but just because, you know, we're expanding and we want to keep everything nice and neat. But okay, you guys finish what y'all are doing. He's attacking you. You gotta respond.
I'm going to block with all 3 the Brewsticker. I'm going to use all 3 to block the Brewsticker.
What?
That's not how you say it, is it?
No,
No,
that's not how you say it, but why would you do that also? And you forgot what I told you in there. God. Oh, wait. Well, non-creature. Okay, so. Anyways, you couldn't have done that. But, no, that's a bad move. That's a bad play. Hello? Do you not see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know.
Okay, if you see what I'm seeing, then do it. Let's see if you
Okay.
see, if you got the right moves.
No, I'm not going to block. So.
No, what? Alright. I'm gonna help you on this one time, and then I'm gonna help Doug. The Entrancer is going to block, again, that, and they cancel out. They don't die. The Drake is gonna block the token, and the token dies.
Okay.
what happens to the Drake?
It's a 1/3. That's a 1/1. Your token is dead. Get it out of here.
He will be missed.
But now I'm gonna help you, because I helped her. This is why I had to flip that over. Is that from your sideboard, I'm guessing?
I don't think so.
What do you mean, bro? How do you not keep up? Where did you get this from? On top of the deck?
Yeah.
So you created a token and pulled it off the top
Oh,
of
no,
the
no,
deck?
no, no, no. I use those to make the token things. Because I didn't want to just put these out there by themselves.
All right. Anyways, it's your turn. Doug, it's your turn. Wait, no, I'm sorry. You just attacked. It's her turn. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. See, this is why I didn't want to come into the game this late. It's your turn.
So I'm tapping and drawing a card. And I'm summoning Mind Sculpt.
Casting.
Casting.
You summon creatures, enchantments, and artifacts. You cast sorcery and instant spells.
Okay. So I'm casting the Mind Spell.
Mind Sculpt.
Mind Sculpt.
What does it do? Read it for us.
Target opponent puts the top 7 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
All right, I already told you that. You just say mill 7.
Yeah, no.
Casting Mind Sculpt, mill 7.
That sucks.
5, 6. See how good that was? You got rid of a land destruction, so you can't destroy your lands. Ooh, and you got, wow, that was a good mill. See why this blue deck is good? People are like, oh, blue mills suck. No, it don't. No, it doesn't.
I got a feeling about this next card, though.
All right, that spell resolves. You're still in your pre-combat main phase, because you can only cast sorceries in your main phase before combat, and then look, upkeep, draw, main phase, pre-combat main phase, combat main phase, post-combat main phase, in turn, in step, then turn all over again. So the reason why I say that is because you can only cast sorceries during main phases. Main phase, pre-combat main phase, main combat phase, post-main phase.
Okay.
So you can cast sorceries after y'all declare and attackers and blockers and resolve those engagements out. You're not worried about doing anything in your hand. What are you worried about doing something on the battlefield?
Blocking.
No, it's your turn. You can't.
Attacking. No.
it's clearly obvious what you're attacking with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do that over here next time, please. No. That's why I don't want to say anything. I just wanted y'all to do stuff.
Attacking the 1/1 token with the 1/1
No.
seeking.
You cannot attack and say, I'm attacking your creatures. When you attack, you just attack. Then he gets to decide what he's going to do, how he's going to work out or take the damage or block. You cannot just declare, I'm attacking this specific creature. You just
Okay.
attack. You're overcomplicating it. There's nothing more simple about having a creature and you just attack. You just
Okay.
attack. You don't say I'm attacking. You just attack. Unless he has a planeswalker, you attack the player or the planeswalker. That's it. You can't decide to attack any creatures ever.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just attacking with the Drake Hatchling.
Can't block that.
The Sea Eagle.
Yes, and you gotta tap it. I had to give her like all these facial hints like to do it. All right, he takes 1 damage. You can't block it. 16 to 13. She's really stressed out. Just don't judge us, guys. Just judge the decks, please. Go, Doug.
Okay, untap everything. Biggity biggity boom. Got another land. Stacked one land. And then I will attack.
Attacking with the fire elemental. Okay, 5/4.
Oh, so
And of course the berserker, a 3/2. All right, you know what to do here. It's not that hard. You only got one option. Man.
I'm going to.
Oh, not you. Sorry. I was talking about.
Okay.
You can only. Well, you can do whatever you want, but there's only one block, and then you gotta take something. I shouldn't really say that. I'm not saying. Guys, I'm not saying anything after this. That's it. I'm not saying anything. We're just gonna let them do their own thing and see what they got.
I'm going to block with the Drake Hatchling.
What are you blocking with the Drake hatch on it? And that's not it. What you should do.
yes, it totally is, David.
Okay. Chug this.
I'm going to block the Berserker with the Valkyrian
Just say the Entrancer.
Entrancer.
And they cancel each other out, and then you take 5 damage from the elemental. Putting you at 8 to 16. It doesn't die. They don't die.
Okay,
They
okay.
cancel each other out, you
Okay.
guys.
Gotcha, I thought.
Whew. It's your turn, Amber.
Okay, untapping. Card.
See, this is what frustrates me, because even even my 8-year-old nephew knows to look. You guys are not looking at the power and toughness. Yeah, it's basic math. 3 power to a 4 toughness does not kill 4. 1 does not kill 2. Why is that so hard for you guys to? Hello.
I
mean,
bro.
you obviously don't. Well, okay, you don't obviously get it completely, but you get it more than her. But Amber, look, it's basic math. 1 to 2 does not kill. 3 to 4 does not kill.
Okay.
All right. That's all from the peanut gallery. That's all from me from the peanut gallery for the rest of this game. Unless there's a mistake that is just game fails. Because if y'all been making mistakes like that when I'm not here, then that tells me y'all been making other mistakes. Here, I'm sorry. Take a chug of that. I'm trying to cool him down. We're drinking some energy drinks.
Untapping.
Prep him up a little bit. Why are you
Untap-
showing your hand? She's showing us. She just showed her whole entire hand to Doug. But he wasn't paying attention anyways.
I'm blind as a
I
bat.
think I'm pretty much done for almost anyway.
Wait,
with
so
the way
you
I'm
tap,
thinking.
you tap 4 mana for what?
Pindrel Drake.
Okay. So she just played a 2/3 Pindrel Drake. It's a 2/3 flyer. Cycling means when you have it in your hand, you can pay 2 colorless mana, discard it to draw a card if you don't like that, or if you need to try to draw a different card. Okay.
And I'm going to attack with the Sea Eagle, the Enchanter, and the Drake Hatchling.
Okay.
You only got one option you can block with, Doug.
Yeah, I know. Block.
And you only got one thing you can block. 2 of them are flying. No.
Oh.
Can this token fly?
No.
Then how's it going to block 2 flyers?
Okay.
You only have one thing you can block. Alright, it blocks the Enchanter. It dies, and you don't take that 1 damage. Look, should have just saved it. That comes over here. Alright, so you're going to take a total of 2 damage. 14 to 8. Go, Doug.
Okay.
Alright, you just forgot to untap your creatures.
Oh,
No. You can't untap because you forgot. You forgot.
You're such a dick.
No, you're a dick. You've gone over it too many times. I'm not giving you that. If you weren't playing with your elbows on the table, that might not have happened.
Well, I can't do anything.
Well, that's what you get. Go. If she does the same mistake, then she ain't no takebacks anymore.
Untapping. And drawing a card.
You just really messed up, Doug. Bad. Bad dog.
I was gonna untap him, dude. I just draw.
No, you didn't.
I was gonna draw the card.
You can't draw. You have to untap first, then draw. You can't manipulate the game like that. That's one of the most fundamental, basic rules. I don't even care anymore if this is a casual game. You have to. It's upkeep, draw. You can't go around that. That's like trying to say 2 + 2 is 5. It's not. So if you want to say 2 + 2 is 5, maybe in your reality, but you can't draw and then untap, bro. You can't. And I guess if you, like I said, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. Tonight we've done 3 videos, and you've made that most basic mistake 5 times. I mean, don't get all frustrated and cover your face. It's all good. It's a game. You're having fun. But how else are you gonna learn that if I don't be a dick to force you to remember that? Are you gonna remember it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to tap 3 for Curse of the Bloody Tomb, which is
That's an enchant player, so you're
Yeah.
enchanting Doug,
yeah,
not a creature.
yes.
Alright, lay it down and read it to us. And show it.
Which is an enchant player, which at the beginning of each enchanted player's upkeep, that player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
Okay.
So that means
Yeah.
what she just did. Now you would put this on him.
Okay.
So during your upkeep phase, when you're untapping everything, you have to draw. You have to mill 2.
I guess.
So see, this is why this is important that you learn this basic rule. Because if you were to draw first and then untap and then mill 2, you're messing up the mechanic of what this is supposed to do.
Okay.
And that's not me being mean. I'm just trying to show you, like, if you're breaking the rules of the game, it's not giving her what she's paying for to do. You see what I'm saying? All right. So you're in your upkeep phase. Ooh, ticklish.
Okay.
Upkeep. There you go.
Taparoo.
Okay, mill 2. Yep. Well, could you put them right side up, please?
Yes, sir.
Elbows. That's why.
And. All right.
Maybe y'all should just play some Pokemon tonight. Y'all feeling Pokemon instead of this?
Doesn't matter. Here we go. Molten Rain.
Ooh, okay, that's nasty.
And I'll do 2 more
Ooh, wow.
to double down.
Oh, wow, he's doubling down. A little bit of blackjack terminology.
And
Okay, so he's Molten Rain, the Reverberate. If you guys don't know what the Reverberate does, it copies an instant or sorcery spell and allows you to assign a new target for that on the Molten Rain.
are all your
Yes, they're all
lands
basic.
Oh.
Yes. So you got to destroy 2 lands, and those resolve. That really hurt her bad. Actually, you need to pay attention. Hold on. What do you have in your hand? See. Hold on. All right. We're gonna let this slide one time, but you can't do this because you really screwed Doug by doing this. What are you supposed to play as soon as he plays that? Or when he plays this? You have to choose. Because then now that you know that he's got both of these, just go ahead and lay it. She has a negate counter spell, okay? Now look, you've got to, since you've messed up bad, you're gonna tap, you're putting this back.
Okay.
What was tapped? Was any of your lands tapped? Were any of her lands tapped?
I think 2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make you negate the Molten Rain. So you're gonna tap 2, and you're negating the Molten Rain, which counters the spell. Okay, so he wastes the mana casting that. He wastes the mana casting that, but you would want to actually counter the Reverberate. But since you messed up, I'm letting him keep the Reverberate.
And then I will attack. So that's 8.
You want another stick?
Not now.
Okay. You guys want some water?
No, I'm good.
Back here in the same spot you've been at 4 times. You're still stuck on this. It's sad. What does this add? What do those add up to be? Their powers. What does this power, and this power add up to be? Come on.
Flying. They're all 3 flying. So.
Flying has nothing to do with it, honey. What does 1 plus 1 plus 2 equal?
4.
Okay, and what is this guy's toughness, the fire elemental's toughness equal?
The 5. So I.
5?
Wait. No. 4.
Okay. So what does this add up again? Do you not get it?
4. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, then do it.
All right. So I will block with the Drake.
Stack them all on top. Because he's going to... Okay. So, let's see how this works out. He deals 5... Okay, wait. Hold on. This would be 3 and 2. And then this stays alive. Because it only deals 1 damage to it. Making it a 2, and then at the end of the turn, that heals back up to full 2 health again. That's how that works. So these 2 die. At the expense of these 2 dying, the fire elemental dies. This stays alive. It's already blocked. What else are you doing? It's not that hard. You only have one other option. Come on. Say it. Entrancers blocking the Berserker. Okay,
Yeah,
and they
they
cancel each other out. Alright, so now it's your turn. Guys, it's not that stressful. Just breathe. It's okay. It's just a game. But y'all aren't doing...
Untap.
Y'all either... I don't know how... I'm not going to say this on camera, but you're not looking at the numbers, or either you're not calculating the basic math. If you, obviously you're not paying attention to your own damn creatures, because if you're paying to your own creatures, you would have seen that right away, or you can't count. I mean, not trying to be mean, but I mean, was that hard? No, would you have seen that? No, you weren't even paying attention. Okay, it's your turn, just go. Let's finish this game.
Okay. Laying down a land. and
Go ahead and play that.
playing the I Spy sorcery.
Casting ice.
Casting. Yes, casting.
Okay, go ahead and read it for us.
Look at the top card of target player's library. Put that card back on the top of the library or into that player's graveyard.
Now, target player. Wait, hold on. Target player can be you or him. You don't. Is that's. See, it doesn't say opponent. That's why this card's an uncommon, because it allows you to get the card advantage. See, if you want to cast it on yourself, you don't have to show them what's in the top card of your deck.
Okay.
And then it says put that card back on top of that library or into that player's graveyard. So if you don't want this, you can put it in your graveyard. Or, so basically it's a 50-50% chance of getting what you want to try to get or denying him something he wants to try to get. So you just got to decide. If you got no cards in your hand, I think it'd be more important that you do it to yourself because you don't need that card. And that's kind of cheating that we gave you that advantage, but I'm trying to make you understand this so also the internet can see this decision, because they might not understand what I Spy does. Okay?
Yeah.
So since you just saw that card in the top of your deck, because I was being nice, you should do that to yourself, not to him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's too late, because that I can't tell you to do it. I really can't, but yeah, you should just go ahead and stick with what you want. So if you wanted that card though, you can you put it back on top of the library or put it in the graveyard. But yeah, do what you did. All right. Now, this resolves, and then you got one attack to do. I can't tell you which one, but you got an attack to do. Why? It's very simple. Yes, tap it. Tap. She's attacking with the Drake. Okay, you take 2 damage. She takes 2 damage. 12 to 8. Your go. Upkeep, untap, and draw. Now he's got it. Okay, before you draw, you got to mill 2.
I didn't know that kept going.
Yeah, it goes on until you can destroy the enchantment. So see, also, that's why I forgot. This is also why you didn't want to use I Spy on it, because you already had this enchant player card going off.
Okay, I'm going to tap 1 and whoop out a sorcery spell that gives you 2
He's
damage.
casting Pillar Flame. All right.
But I'm also going to tap 2 and then dual cast.
Yeah, you're reverberating it. Okay. So Pillar Flame deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If the creature dealt damage this way would die, exile instead. You know what you need to do. Not to her. Well, you could do it to her, putting her at 4. But I don't suggest that, because you've got a problem here that's a bigger... You've got a problem here that's a bigger threat than just dealing 4 damage to her. Because you can deal 4 damage to her or to something else. You just got to decide. Is the 4 damage, getting the 4 damage on her and leaving her at 4 life, is that more of a threat than other stuff that's on the battlefield?
No. So,
Well, no, you don't need to tap it. Look,
okay.
you can just do like, I Pillar Flame something and reverberate it. So you can choose new targets or you can put them on the same target.
Well. Okay, I'll take that out.
All right, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that is resolved.
And I will attack with my...
So see, internet, you're going to find out something very funny. All right, what are you doing, Amber?
I'm blocking with...
You can only block, you only got one creature. You block and cancel it out.
Oh, I
So
should've-
damn it, Doug,
yeah,
do you
should've-
not see that?
Yeah,
God.
I get it now.
See, internet, why I can't hold their hand, because then it swings the battle in one person's favor. So see, Doug is not paying attention to all the hints that I dropped him, that he had to learn that the hard way. I feel like I'm being a complete dick. So internet, you guys are watching this, and if you're watching this, you're either watching this to figure out which deck you want to buy, or you're watching this because you are a gamer and a player, and you already saw what to do. So you just saw 2 beginner players playing, and choosing to do things and finding out the consequences.
I made
Because
a fuddy-duddy.
Yes, you did make a fuddy-duddy. This game is like chess. You've got to think 2 to 5 turns ahead. You weren't thinking ahead, bro. And you just found that out in that same turn. You didn't find that mistake out later on. You found it out right away. So, good job. It's your turn. You just got a big advantage because of his mistake.
Okay, that's still there.
Yes, they cancel each other out. They don't die.
Okay, draw a card.
I mean, he just did you a major favor.
Yes. Okay, I'm tapping 1 and casting Dream Twist.
All right.
And that is target player
Just say mill 3.
Okay, target player mills 3.
It is 3, right? Because I was just guessing.
Yes.
All right, it resolves. Why did you just draw that card?
Oh, I got ahead of myself.
She didn't say it's your turn yet, did she?
No.
Okay, now, what else was on the Dream Twist?
Okay, flashback. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it.
You're gonna flashback.
So,
All right. Now, mill another 3. So he's milling 3 again. Okay. Now, that's exiled. So you turn upside down on the graveyard. Now, there's one more move you need to make in this turn of yours. It's not an attack.
I'm going to block with the in.
You can't block any turn.
No, you can't.
What are you doing? It's an activated ability.
Okay.
You're using the, okay, I'm just handing. You're using the Entrancer's activated ability. You're tapping 1 blue to tap this. So he mills another 2 cards. You're trying to get all of these out away, because when he starts a turn where he can't draw anymore, you automatically win. And they're canceling each other out. So yes, you're gonna take damage, but if you had been milling him faster, you would have already won. That's where you've made mistakes. So y'all both have been making major mistakes. Your go. Untap. Now mill 2.
That sucks.
Yep. See why milling is so good nowadays? Alright. But now you did that at the expense of taking 3 damage, and it's close, so you don't want to do that again.
Okay,
unless you get a defense.
Taking 5. Tapping 5, bringing out my Fitchburn Devils. And attacking you straight on with the Ogre.
Sorry, I'm just straight tidying up your graveyard because you have some stuff upside down. Don't pay attention to me. Y'all pay attention to the game.
Alright.
Oh, you can't block with anything, so you gotta take that.
Yeah.
Putting you at 5. 12 to 5. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm untapping.
We'll go play some Mortal Kombat or something after this. I can tell you I need a break. What? What's so funny?
Putting down a land. And
Yep. So, no. You want to leave that open so you can block.
yes.
Yes. Yes. So it's your turn. She can't do anything else. You almost did it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, I
Did you-
forgot
yes,
to
mill
mill
2.
2. That's lucky. And bang.
Which actually that helped you that time.
Okay, so tapping 3.
So did he use a shatter to get rid of that?
No,
No,
I didn't know I could.
How did that go in your graveyard?
I thought it was a 1 turn thing.
No. Artifacts are permanent. See,
Okay.
this game's already scrapped. Fuck this. All right, it's David with Dub's Treasure Store, everybody. It's October the 22nd, a Monday. All right, we were playing a video. We were making a video of one of the new decks, one of the new 4 decks that we made out of the 2013 Deck Builders Toolkit. But they were making so many mistakes all over the place that I honestly had to just call the game because it was it was painfully slow. It was bad, so I called it. What we're doing now is we're whipping out Oh, sorry. I'm with Amber, the gamer girl with mythicinfo.com. Say hello.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
More than that, bro.
I'm Doug Brent. I'm here to play.
And kick some ass.
And kick some ass.
Tell them what you have. Just to get an idea what Doug has done with me before. He's not an associate of mine, but he's a good buddy that comes on as guest. You've done a lot of videos on my newscast reports regarding like anthropology studies. Do you remember we did a Batman Massacre review when the killer came out?
Yeah,
We've done geoengineering reviews. Hello.
We have run the gamut on videos.
All right. Anyways, their Red Bulls are wearing off, so they're kind of like, meh. All right, so what we did was they were doing so bad and making all these little mistakes in the game, it was affecting the game negatively. I called it. So now what's happening is Doug is whipping out my best deck, the my best deck, which is my Death Fed deck. When I say best, my most consistent deck that's got a solid mechanic in it. He doesn't even know how to play this deck or what it is. But anyways, you guys that follow me know what the Death Fed deck is. Amber Girl is whipping out her mono green Arbor Elf deck. It's the main deck that we made for her out of the 2013 core deck builders toolkit, and it's a pretty solid deck. It plays beautifully. It's really good. There's only a few things that she needs to do to enhance the deck. And all around, she just needs to deal. Her biggest weakness is flying. That's it. But for the most part, the deck is solid. So they're just giving a few legacy shuffles, and we're going to get this started. I'm not going to do commentary. I'm not going to stick my nose in the battle because it throws them off. I'm just going to let them play. Even if they make mistakes, they're going to make mistakes, and you guys as followers can make comments that they can review later and their mistakes. I'm not going to say anything because every time I say stuff, it changes the game. Whereas if they just play, then they just play. So let's get this game started. I will see you guys on the flip side. All right, so how are we going to do this? Are you doing flip coins or dice roll? See who goes first. Let the lady pick.
Flip a coin.
Drop your energy drink.
Yeah.
You want to call it or do you want I?
I'll call it.
Okay.
Hello, go.
Oh, tails. I was gonna call it in the air. So.
Okay, you say tails? It's tails.
I have to.
Okay, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Since I'm going first, I'm not drawing a card, but I'm laying down a land. And summoning Lana War Elves. And your turn.
Okay. Lay down a land and play a Hannah War Elf, and then it lets me add a land to my mana pool.
Alright, are you done?
Yes.
Alright, I'm untapping. And I'm drawing. And I'm laying down a second land. And I
Drink that beer, girl, before it gets cold. I mean, hot. It'll be nasty. You won't be able to finish it, and that'll be a waste because that would be mad at you.
Yes, sir.
You can float 3 men here.
Okay.
Oh, that's just-
Then I will bring. What is the star creature?
This deck, most of your badass creatures, their power and toughness is equal to how many creature cards in your
Oh,
graveyard.
okay. Gotcha.
So that you want to get a lot of creatures in your graveyard. So creatures dying is a good thing.
And what is this?
X?
Is in anything?
Read it.
Okay.
You can't do that right now.
Well, then I just
Mulch.
mulch, and that means
Put the top 4. You're milling 4 of your library into your graveyard. Then put any of those. Well, you reveal them right now. Then put any of those cards that are lands into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. Okay, good. You got 3 creatures in your graveyard, which is good. Well, you wanted your Lana War Elf and your Boneyard Worm, but that's okay. Because now, when you play this,
yeah.
he's a 3/3 because you got 3 creatures in your graveyard.
Gotcha.
Okay? Like even your heal spells, like you gain life based on how many creatures in your graveyard. Everything revolves around creatures in this graveyard. She knows how to play that deck, right? You don't need me. I mean, this is her deck. This is her main deck. So she shouldn't have, nobody should have to hold her hand. Alright. You're done. You're done. What happens when that spell resolves?
It goes away.
Alright. Drawing a card. And laying down a forest. And I am tapping 2, determining the rampant growth, which is search your library for a basic land card and put that card into play tapped. Then shuffle your library. And it's a sorcery, so searching for a basic land. And then I'm shuffling. My library. And okay. And it is your turn. Wait, no. I'm going to attack with the Lana Lord Elf. Attack your elf, which when one cancels each other out. Wait, no. That's not right. I shouldn't attack. So I'm not gonna attack, I'm just gonna stay put. So alright, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to lay down another land, and I will mulch again for 2s. So I 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes in my hand. And I'll just leave it there.
Okay. And I'm untapping. I'm drawing a card. And I am tapping 2 for Predator's Strike, which is target creature gets 3/3 and gains trample until end of turn. So I'm going to attach that to the Lunalore Elf. And so that will make the Lunalore Elf 4/4, and I will attack your elf for 4/4, which I believe kills that one. So I am done.
Okay.
I believe that goes into the what? Graveyard.
Okay, I'm gonna bring 1, 2, 3. Bring out Splinter Fight. He's a 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. He's a 5/5, and then I am done.
Alright. So I'm untapping and drawing a card, and we are at the beginning of the 5th turn, people. And let's see. I am tapping 3 for Wistful Sleek, which is when Wistful Sleek comes into play, draw a card. And let's see. I am done. So it's your turn.
Okay, lay down a land and bring out my Murloc Looter. It's a 1/1, and it says I draw a card, then discard a card. So draw a card and discard a card. Oh, hold on. And I will discard this. Then I will attack you with my 5/5.
Okay. I will then. Okay. Untapping. Draw a card.
You gotta block this
Oh.
somehow. It's 5/5.
It's a 5/5.
Yeah, because
I'll just take the damage.
is this down?
Yeah, I believe so. Wait, no. Then that's the other one. Okay. And I'll lay down a land and tap 3 for Overgrowth, which whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, it produces an additional 2 mana. and I will attack you with the Wistful Sleek, which when that comes into play, when Wistful Sleek comes into play, draw a card. Okay. That's a 2/2, so
I'll block it with this.
okay.
That dies.
Yes.
And this becomes a 6/6.
Okay. And let's see. I believe it's your turn.
Okay, lay down a land. And then I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring out a 2/2 with Death Touch, and also.
Oh, acidic slime. Oh, come on.
And I will attack with my 6/6.
Okay. Alright. I will tap abundant. Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm untapping.
You gotta block this.
Okay, 6/6. I don't have enough to block. Let's see. I'll just take the damage, which 15. Be 9. I'd be at 9. So I'm untapping, and I am tapping force for spiked both, which has trample, which is if this creature would assign enough damage to its blockers to destroy them, you may have it assign the rest of the damage to defending player or planeswalker. And I am tapping Overgrowth for Elvish Warrior. And I am going to attack Acidic Slime with Wistful Sleek, which is a 2/2, which they cancel each other out. They both die. Because they have 2.
This becomes a 7/7.
Okay. And I'm done.
Okay. Forbidden Alchemy. Then we go to the graveyard. I take 4 cards. Pick one. And put the rest in my graveyard. So, hold on. Okay, this stays 7/7, and I'm going to attack.
Okay, and I will block with the Spiked Both, the Elvish Warrior, and the Lama Lore Elf, countering its 7/7 stuff.
Did they all die? Even this?
It's a 7/7, so that would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Countering. 5, 6. So that's a 7/7. So I believe so. So that would turn it into 8. I'd take 1 damage, which would turn it into 8. Okay. So are you done? Okay, then I'm untapping. Shit. Laying down the land. Got a card. Okay. See, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And I am done. You may go.
Okay. Lay down another land. And I will. I want to play this. Do you understand this? It's 6.
Spider spawning. Put a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach into the battlefield for each creature card in your graveyard.
That's 7. So do I have 7 creatures now? Or no, set. I guess half. It's a half a token, right? So that's 3 creatures. You can't put a half a creature.
Yeah. Well, it says put a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach into the battlefield for each creature card in your graveyard. So.
I think that would be 3 because it means 1 half.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I have a half one and I have no clue how to.
Put a 1/2. Okay, 1/2 means 1 damage, 2 health, green spider creature token with reach into the battlefield for each creature card into your graveyard. So
So I get 7 of these?
if there's 7 creatures in your graveyard, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
So
then
this one's 7.
so
Damn. I don't understand how it's possible, but for me to lose now.
Yeah. So you have. Yeah, you have that many creature tokens.
Okay.
So. You put those on, back on your library if you got them from your library.
They were from here. I was just using
Okay.
these to
Okay.
signify this, but there's too many to get a card for each one.
Okay.
So I guess that's 7 little monsters.
Are you? Are you?
And I want to attack.
Okay. You want to attack with the 7/7?
Yes.
So that would leave me with 1. So I'm going to lay down a land, which will make it 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and I'm going to tap all the lands, including Overgrowth, to summon Artisan of Kozilek. When you cast Artisan of Kozilek, you may return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. And okay. So it says return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I'm guessing I get to choose which one I want to return, which my best one would be Spiked Off, which has trample. So I'm done and your turn.
Okay. Okay, tap 2. Bring out my L Scout. It's just a 2/1. And then I'm going to attack with all 7 of these guys,
Okay, so that'd be this 2.
and then a 7/7.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I am going to block the Artisan of Kozilek, which is 10, and the Spike Ball, which is 4, so that'd be 14. And so it was 15, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
How's everything
13, 14, 15, 16. Okay.
Here, let's see some boob action.
What?
How's everything going?
Good.
Wow, that's a lot of lands. We're not gonna judge you. It's just a block. Whoa, you got a lot of lands too. What is all this?
7 different creatures.
I'll
From
be
what?
back in a minute.
From the spiders
Yes.
that are 1/2s.
Yeah.
Yes, you got 7 creatures in your graveyard right now.
Yeah, so that makes that a 7/7. I've annihilated the crap out of everything.
Whoa.
Wow.
She gave us some attention. You want to see this big boob?
No, dude. I mean, it's whatever. You're on camera.
Oh.
Sweet job.
All right. Apparently they're taking a break. It's 20-1. Really?
No,
It's 20-1.
I believe I just won. It's I attacked her with all that just now.
All right. Well, it looks like the Death Fed deck won. She didn't even get any damage in.
There wasn't really an opportunity to.
All right, we're gonna stop here, and you guys know that the Arbor Elf deck got his face stomped. Oh, she brought up the Artisan of Kozilek
Just now.
just now.
Like
'Cause
the turn before the. Just
Okay,
attacked.
she attacked with this turn. She attacked with it this turn, right? Well, you have to annihilate 2 permanents. Did she tell you to do that? Yeah. See, she doesn't. She doesn't. This is her main card in the deck. Annihilator 2. Whenever it attacks, you have to annihilate 2 permanents. That's either creatures or lands. That's all the permanents you have.
No, no, no. She brought it out. It was already tapped, so she couldn't attack with it. And
Wait, if she
just
brought it
blocked
out, why was it tapped?
She blocked with it.
You don't tap. You don't tap to block.
Oh, well, that's...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Amber with MythicInfo.com, and we are here with
David with DubsTreasureStore.com and our good buddy
Doug.
All right. Today is Friday, October. What's today's date?
26.
Oh, Friday, October 26th, 2012. All right. So here, you can cut my deck if you want. I'm gonna cut your deck. All right. So that way you guys know that we didn't stack our hands or stack our deck. Anyway, this is the first round of the mono green Arbor Elf deck versus the world champion San Francisco Astral Slide deck. It was 2004. It was a young boy that won the 2004 World GT with his deck, and that's an Astral Slide deck. So I'm letting Doug play that because there should be no reason why he does bad. He should kick my ass with that deck. If he can't, something's extremely wrong with him. All right. So, now, I don't like to flip coins. I want to roll dice 4 high to see who goes first. I rolled a 16, you rolled a 9. I go first. Alright. 1 green mana, and I'll say go.
Okay.
Draw your card. Draw your card. Did you draw a card?
Yes, I'll put a mana down. And
So planes to be specific.
Now, Doug has never seen this Astral Slide deck, so he doesn't know anything about it, doesn't really know what it does. I tried to explain to him like a 2-minute brief rundown of what the deck can do. So he's going to have to take some time to read all the cards as he's playing, so just be patient. Just judge. Don't judge us as the players. Well, you can judge me because I'm supposed to be the pro level player here, but just mainly focus on judging the decks versus each other.
yeah, you can go.
2 forests tapping for an Elvish Visionary. When it comes into play, I draw a card. It's a 1/1 elf. Go.
Douglas, I'll put...
So once you play like fast like this, I want both of you guys to start being able to play fast like this. So the games are not long and drawn out and boring. Now when we're gonna do a bunch of unboxing videos, we got a lot of good content coming up. Return to Ravenica pre-constructed unboxing videos for you. So that's why I'm trying to get them prepared so they can play fast. Now keep those separate, Doug. I do like you to tidy up your mat, but this is a green forest and this is a white plains.
Okay.
That's why just keep those separate because you can float a green mana and a white mana. Can you do anything or are you done?
I'm done.
Untapping. Tapping 2 to play an Elvish Warrior. And then I'm going to attack you for 1. It's just a 2/3. I'm going to attack you for 1, putting you at 19, and go. You're at 19. And I'm at 20.
Go.
Alright. I'm going to tap 1 to play a Lana War Elf. I'm going to tap 1 to play Lana War Elf. And then I'm going to attack you with the Elvish Visionary and the Elvish Warrior. You take 3 damage, putting you at 16. Where is it? And go. Now that deck, I have not played with that deck in a long time. Maybe you didn't shuffle it good enough because I think I played with it like 1.5 years, 2 years ago and I didn't shuffle it that well.
Okay.
Now if you want to, you can follow each turn if you're going to stand up and be... Amber's being our cameraman tonight. If you want to zoom in, like especially when we go to attack and block, if you want to zoom in on and give a good combat shot for our viewers, that's fine too. If not, you can just leave it there.
Okay.
You got it.
You're done?
Uh-huh.
Do you have more than 7 cards in your hand? Because you cannot end your turn with more than 7 cards in your hand. You got to discard 1 card.
Yeah.
You don't have to discard down to 7, just discard 1 card. Okay, do you have any cards with cycling on them? Because, like I told you, if you have cards in your hand that have cycling, you could be playing cycling. You could...
Even with it.
Huh?
Just read that.
Yes, cycling. So see, you could have, in this turn, you could have paid this 2. I explained this to you, Doug. You could have tapped these 2, discarded that card from your hand, and then you would have been able to draw a card.
Okay, I just thought it took 2 and 1 to play.
To play it, but see, you don't listen to me. Look, this takes 2 mana to... Do you see cycling and then the mana cost?
Yeah.
So you pay 2 mana, 1 white and 1 colorless, to cycle it out of your hand, which means you discard it from your hand, and then you get to... when you cycle Renewed Faith, you may gain 2 life. Okay, so you could have gained 2 life off of that instead of paying 3 to gain 6 life. So you could at least been doing something if you wanted to. But it's fine. I'm just saying it's better to hold. It's better not to cycle that. But I'm saying if you had cards that had cycling to help you go find lands, that's what you want to be doing because you're land fucked and you need to go get. You need a mana ramp fast. You need to get more lands.
Okay.
All right, 3 forest. I can float 4 with the Lawn of War Elf. And I am going to tap 3 and tap the Lawn of War Elf to summon 4 mana so I can cast Briarpack Alpha. It's a 3/3. When Briarpack Alpha enters the battlefield, target creature gets 2/2 until the end of the turn, making this a 4/5. I'm going to attack you for 4 and I'm going to attack you for 1. So you take 5 damage, putting you at 11. And go.
Okay.
Now I'm playing Amber's Arbor Elf deck. And I'm playing it so she could see different ways of this deck being played because she plays it one certain way most of the time. And I just wanted her to see like all the crazy stuff that I built this deck. It can do amazing things.
Can I throw this enchantment out just to have it out there?
Yes, but that's protection from red, and this is a mono green deck, so it's not. You can display if you want to. So you, I mean, because
It's the only thing I can do.
yeah. Or you could have cycled out the Renewed Faith and gained 2 life, but as soon as you get a 3rd mana, you can use it to gain 6 life. So I would hold on to that. Okay, untapping everything. I'm gonna put the bottom elf here. Drawing a card. All right. Now, I'm going to tap all 4 again, and I'm going to summon my my lord. It's a shaman lord, or elf shaman lord. Yiva, Nature's Herald. Flash. So basically, a creature with flash, Doug, means you can cast the creature as though it were an instant. An instant spell means it can be played during anyone's turn during any phase. Now, you may cast green creature cards as though they had flash. So as long as this bitch is out, I can summon my creatures during your turn now. So that means like what the purpose of that is, so if you attack me and I've got mana open, I can summon a creature during your turn to use it to block you during your turn.
Okay.
Versus summoning a creature in my turn to hold it to block you during your turn, basically. I'm going to be nice. Oh, this counter went away. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to attack you this turn. I will say go. Untap before. See, you're not untapping those then. No, because you're not gonna. If you won't learn these basic rules, I'm gonna punish you for that. Seriously.
Go.
Did you get a land?
Uh-uh.
Do you have more than 7 cards in your hand? Yes, you do. Definitely discard. Okay. Untapping everything. And we just talked about this before we started this game. I want you to start remembering to untap before you draw a card. And you still can't remember that, man. It's awful. 4 mana. I can float 5. Alright. Alright, I'm going to tap 3 to play Wistful Selkie. When it comes into play, I get to draw a card. And I'll say go.
Okay. Bring it out. Try and get the thicket. And then.
Gain the life.
Okay. I'll tap all 3 to play Renewed Faith.
Move this over
Gain
here.
6 life.
Yep, you gain 6 life, so that puts you to 17. Okay, and you're done. untap everything. I'm gonna draw a card. Alright, so I can float 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to tap 4 to summon a. Oops. I'm gonna tap 4 to summon a spiked Beloth. It's a 4/2 trampler. And then I'm gonna float another 2 mana to play Nourish. It's an instant spell. I gain 6 life, putting me at 26. 4, 5, 6. So I'm at 26 life. Then I'm gonna give you one more turn of non-attacking, and then I'm gonna kill you. Go. Damn. Apparently you didn't shuffle that deck well enough, because that deck rapes face. Now what I'm gonna do, Amber's gonna play the winner, which we know who it's gonna be, and you're gonna play the Arbor Elf deck, Amber, and I'm gonna play that deck, and I'm gonna show you guys, for who's watching this video, I'm gonna show you guys how that deck should be played. Because that's a World Tournament Championship deck. There's no reason that deck should lose against this. That deck can fucking beat a Legacy deck easily. If it's, well, a half-ass Legacy deck, I should say. Legacy decks are like $500 to $2,000 decks. Legacy decks usually have the Black Lotus Petal, the $10,000 card in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those decks can get really
off
expensive
the
really fast.
thing out of Viridian Shaman.
Now, when a Viridian Shaman enters the battlefield, or enters plays, destroy target artifact. I don't have any artifacts for you to destroy. But at least you got a 2/2.
Yeah.
You got a 2/2. Like you like to wear the little 2/2s.
I do.
Alright.
Dude, I have a sick card.
Alright, I'm untapping
You
everything.
can play it.
I'm untapping everything. Another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Tapping 5. Tapping 5. Play an Acidic Slime. When Acidic Slime enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land.
Don't destroy my land.
Okay, I'll be nice. Destroy this enchantment. I mean, I could be really mean if I wanted to. Alright, this is it. After this, you're dead. Go.
Or I could get one. Damn, dude. Okay. 1, 2, 3. If I got 1 planes, I could turn the entire game around. So I'll take the 6 life.
Well, what? You just had a 3rd land. What'd you do with it? Didn't he have 3 lands?
Right there.
So you can play it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Playing
okay.
this, but I can't play the card I want to play that'll turn the entire
Well, you need to
game.
say I'm tapping 3 mana to
I
play
did.
Renewed Faith. You
I
just
did.
said. Did he say it?
I thought
I
I
didn't
did.
hear. Okay.
Put it right there.
All right. So you're gonna gain 6 life. Wow, you just saved your ass.
I've got. Look at this. I'll show it to you.
Hold on. 3 is gonna be 20. 3 is gonna be 20. Nice. All right, you're at 23. Hold on. You're at 23. All right, are you done?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to attack me with your little 2/2?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
No, yeah.
See how gullible you are? You listen to every little thing I
I
said.
wasn't gonna do it. I just.
Sure, sure, whatever. You almost did. Okay. I'm gonna tap 2 to summon an Elvish Visionary. Comes into play. I draw a card. And I drew a land, and I haven't laid a land this turn, so here's my land. All right. I'm gonna say go. I'm waiting to do something amazing, or play an amazing card. I'm pretty sure the internet's
dude. Okay.
Don't you do it.
Tap all 4. I have to.
If you do that, I could have killed you that turn.
I know.
That's really dick of you.
I literally, it's the only way to make it a game.
Alright. You're such a
Wrath of God destroys all his creatures,
And yours.
and they cannot be regenerated.
You're a fucking son of a bitch. I knew that was coming. It's okay. Son of a bitch. Wow, that really pisses me off.
Yeah, but now we're playing.
I'm gonna kill you now.
I'm probably gonna get nothing but land now, which wouldn't be that bad.
Go.
Okay.
That's a $10 card too.
What, the Wrath of God?
Mm-hmm.
See,
It used to be like a $20 card.
Okay. It comes into play tapped, but it's another land. And then I will.
Can you believe that? Because if he didn't gain, if I had attacked him 2 turns ago, I would have won the game. Because
Yeah.
this was 17 damage right here, and he only had 17 health.
Yeah, and I can see how that would beat any other one, because if you play it at the right time,
Yeah,
it's game over.
it's okay. It's still game over.
I'll just bring out this enchantment for fun.
Another circle of protection.
No.
Oh, that's your astral slide. That's the main mechanic of the deck. Do you know what it does? Do you understand it?
Whenever you cycle a card, or I guess whenever anybody cycles a card.
Yeah. Hold on. Whenever a player cycles a card, you may remove target creature card from the game. Target creature card from the game. If you do, return that creature to play under its owner's control at the end of turn. So, whenever you cycle a card like this, let's say you remove one of the Viridian Shamans out of your graveyard, you remove it from the game, and then when you end your turn, it comes back into play.
Okay.
You don't really understand that right now, but I'll show you next turn when I play the deck. Alright, so you're done. I'm going to draw a card. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tapping all 9 to play an Artisan of Kozilek. When you cast Artisan of Kozilek, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay? I'm going to return an Acidic Slide to the battlefield. When Acidic Slime enters the battlefield, destroy target enchantment or land. Destroy your green land. Okay? And I will say go. Let's see how that works.
Force back.
See, that's how. See, like when the Acidic Slime first came out, it destroyed the enchantment. And when it went to the graveyard and I brought it back, the ability activates again. It's called procking. The ability procs again.
Does this only work when you're
Okay.
in the middle of attacking? Or can I ice one of those puppies right now?
It only works when I'm attacking.
Okay.
It says target player sacrifices an attacking creature.
So when would I use that?
During my turn when I'm attacking.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, then I'm
Thanks for showing me that, because now if you leave your lands open, I'm not going to attack.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Actually, hold on. No, it wouldn't work. It's an instant, right?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then I will just have to. Oh damn! I'm gonna actually tap everything, and we'll.
So you're tapping 5 mana. You're floating 5 mana.
Yes, and I'm going to bring out a sorcery card called Rude Awakening, and that.
So dumb.
You think?
No. Go ahead.
Well,
Rude Awakening's good, but I'm just saying, like,
it says
you
untap.
obviously don't know what this does, but okay, go ahead.
It says untap all lands you control until the end of the turn. Your lands become 2/2 creatures that are still lands.
Okay. So it turns all your lands into 2/2 creatures.
Yeah.
So you get to untap them right now.
But they're still lands too.
Right.
So isn't that bad?
So you're gonna attack me, but if you play that and you don't attack me with the creatures, that's dumb. It turns them into creatures for you to attack this
for
turn.
one turn? And
Yes,
then
for one turn.
Okay. Okay. Can I take that back then?
No.
Alright, well then.
So that
Might as
resolves
well
and goes
attack.
to your graveyard.
Tag with everyone.
We'll tap them. So
That's
okay,
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
right now. All right, the acidic slime's gonna block. Hold on. The acidic slime's gonna block this white plains creature. They both die. That goes to your graveyard.
Can it block them both at the same time?
No, one of them. One of
Okay.
them. Then the artisan of Kozilek is gonna block this, killing that.
And then you take 2, 4, 6.
2, 4, 6. Okay. So I'm at 20 health. Okay, you done?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tap 1 and play Snare the Skies, giving Artisan of Kozilek 11, 10, and I'm gonna attack you With Artisan of Kozilek, annihilate 2. You have to annihilate 2, which means you have to sacrifice 2 permanents. You either have to sacrifice 2 lands or 1 land and your enchantment.
Well, then I will do land the enchantment.
Alright, and you take 11 damage, putting you at 9. So you're dead next turn. Go.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, during your turn, I'm gonna pay 1 mana to play Vitalize, untap all creatures I control, untapping the Artisan of Kozilek.
And I'm just done.
Okay? And you're dead. That's game. I'm gonna untap everything, draw a card, play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, and I'm gonna attack you for 10-9. Annihilate 2 permanents, and you die. You go to -1. Good games. See how badass the Artisan of Kozilek is? That's why that's the main card in your deck. You need to get that out right away. Because once you get that out, unless they have a way to get rid of that, they're dead.
I almost did.
Okay.
I had 2 of those winged sharks.
No, you messed up because you should have waited to play the Wrath of God until I whipped that out. Obviously, you saw I was saving up for something big. I wasn't attacking you. You should have waited for me to play this
I thought you
and
were
then
just
cast
being
Wrath of God. There was a reason that I was being nice. Alright guys, see you later in round 2. Alright, hey guys, it's David with Dub's Treasure Store. This is Doug, our guest buddy with us today, and this is...
Amber with mythicinfo.com.
Alright, so this is round 2 of her mono green Arbor Elf deck versus the World Champions 2004 Astral Slide deck. We just did round 1, and I won with the Arbor Elf deck against Doug because he didn't know how to play this Astral Slide deck. And I'm just doing one last legacy shuffle, and I'll be ready to go. And she should shuffle that deck one more time because I had all those lands in that big stack. So now last game I had a crap ton of creatures out. I was getting ready to kill Doug and he played the Wrath of God, but he was unsuspecting that I had been saving up all that mana, and I whipped out an Artisan of Kozilek and I still won. Basically, once you whip out an Artisan of Kozilek and the opponent has no way of destroying an artifact or or creature removal or some kind of spot removal to get rid of Artisan of Kozilek, they're in big trouble. Big, big trouble. Big trouble. And that's what he got in trouble with. He should have saved the Wrath of God for when I played the Artisan of Kozilek, and then it actually might have been a real game where he could have done something. He did get land screwed, so that might would have hurt him. Oh, I can't do that really well. I'm trying to do a new shuffle where I go like this, guys, and I'm like, and I can't really do that well. Flip it over. I can't even do it anymore. Someone showed me how to shuffle like that. But, anyways. Alright. Since it's a new player into the round, we're going to roll a dice for high to see who goes first. Because I don't like flipping coins anymore. So, are you ready, Amber? Or you need to shuffle one more time?
I'm ready.
Alright. Before we draw, let's go ahead and see who goes first. Rolling for high. I got a 12. She got a 13. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so setting the dice to 20 to 20. So you get to go first or choose if you want me to. You get to choose if you want to go first or let me go first. I don't suggest that. Happy face. 5.
You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your decision, but I don't suggest that. Alright, I'm going to play Windswept Heath and go. You're such a fag.
Laying down the forest. And go.
All right, I'm going to draw. I'm gonna draw a card. Play a plains, and then I am going to tap this and pay 1 life, putting me at 19, to sacrifice it and search my library for a forest or a plains card. Let's see. It's got to be a basic forest. And then put it into play. Then shuffle my library. Okay. Now, I got 2 mana. Alright, I'm going to tap 2 to play a COP red, Circle of Protection red. Don't worry about it, doesn't do anything for you. Go.
Okay. Laying down another forest and
Look at all your dandruff, Doug. Come on, man. Don't do that anymore.
I'll leave it over here.
summoning nourish.
Nourished. Casting nourished.
Yes, casting. Not
Alright, you're
summoning.
at 26. Alright. 26. That goes away.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to plane cycle the Eternal Dragon. And planes. Okay. Shuffle my library, your go.
Okay. Tap card. Laying down a third forest and tapping for 2 for Funhorn Elder.
Okay, that's 3.
Oh, yeah, 3. Sorry, mine.
Okay. Secluded Step comes into play, tap. And then... Tricky. Alright, I'm gonna play another COP red. Go.
Okay,
So you can float 5 mana now.
laying down a forest and
So you can float 6 mana now.
yes.
So you should be able to do almost every single play every single card in that deck now. No, it's too loud. Oh.
I'm gonna tap 2 lands to cast Predator Strike, which is creature gets 3/3 and gains trample until end of turn. So
Nice.
that would be
So it makes it a 4/4.
yeah,
Okay, and you're gonna attack me for 4.
yeah.
Okay, so I go down to 15. Yeah, it is. You go down to 15. Okay, and you're done. Untap everything. I'm going to tap 3, 1 green, 2 colorless to play Viridian Shaman, and go. It's a 2/2.
Okay, I'm tapping. Drawing.
Forgot to untap this, so you can't untap it.
Yeah.
Make you land hardly.
Laying down a forest and I'm done this turn.
Alright. I'm going to cycle Decree of Justice, which is 1 white, 2 colorless. When you cycle Decree of Justice, you may pay X. If you do, put X 1 white creature tokens into play. So I'm going to tap 1 for X. So this is now a 1/1. Attack you for 2. So you're at 24. Go.
I'm going to tap 3 land for Journey of Discovery. Choose one, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library, or you may play up to 2 additional lands this turn.
Or you can entwine it too.
Okay.
The 3 extra mana to entwine it so you can do both.
Okay. So.
And you got it.
Yeah.
Because what you do is you tap this, that floats 2, and then you tap that one. So now you can do both of them. You get to search your library for 2 land cards. Did you already lay a land this turn?
Yes.
So you get to search your library for 2 land cards, and you get to lay 1 land into play. And it doesn't come in the battlefield play.
Okay.
It doesn't come into the battlefield tapped. So you can actually use that land. There you go. Alright. So you got 2 mana left this turn that you can float if you want to, or need it. Which is pretty good. Because now you got a shitload of land. So that tells me you must have an Artisan of Kozilek in your hand. See, I know that deck better than you already. That's bad. She's got an Artisan of Kozilek in her hand, I can already tell.
I'm done.
And she's over here smiling like a little giggly girl. Okay. Alright. I'm going to... shit. I can't really do anything right now that I want to do. So I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to attack you for 2. No, 2 and 1. So you're going to take 3 damage, putting you at 21. And then I'm going to tap 2 and 1, 2 whites and 1 colorless to play Wing Shards. I'm going to sacrifice an attacking creature, so I'm going to sacrifice the token, and then I will say go.
Okay. I'm untapping, and I am tapping 6. Oh crap, I didn't draw. For Juggin the Rising Star.
Hugin.
Hugin, okay.
What'd you do? You drew a card before you untapped?
No, I didn't draw a card before I tapped.
Well, go ahead and draw.
Okay.
Alright. So, when it's put into what does it say? When Hugin the Rising Star is what?
It's put into the graveyard from play. You may distribute 5 + 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures.
Okay. Alright. So, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm going to play 2 green and 1 colorless to summon an Eternal Witness. When it comes into play, return target card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm going to return the Eternal Dragon to my hand. Then I'm going to tap 2 to plane cycling it back out. So discarding it for a plane cycling effect. Finding a plane, and it comes in the battlefield tapped. Actually, it just comes into play. Reveal it, put it in your hand. Oh, that's right. I laid that land this turn, didn't I? I believe I did. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I did. So that goes to my hand, and then shuffle my library, and I'll say go.
Okay. Untapping and I am tapping 5 to summon acidic slime.
Okay. What are you destroying? Target artifact, enchantment, or land. You only got 2 decisions, an enchantment or land.
Enchantment.
Okay. Anything else, or are you done?
I'm going to attack with the Rising Star.
Okay. Putting me at 10. Untapping, drawing a card. Planes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm gonna tap 2. Yeah, I'm gonna tap 2 to plane cycle this. This gets discarded. Searching for another planes. Comes to my hand. Reveal it. Oh, here it is, and I will say go.
Okay. I'm tapping. Laying down a forest. And
I think you call Alex again. Or no?
I'm tapping 1 to summon Snare the Skies.
Who are you putting that on?
On the Rising Star.
Okay, so it makes him a 6/6 flyer.
Yes. And I'm tapping 4 for the Spiked Boff.
That's 3. You only tap 3.
Oh,
That's still only 3. You need to tap that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 4/2 trampler. Okay.
And I'm going to attack. No, I can't. Attack with the Rising Star again.
You can attack with these 2, but I can kill that. So, and I can kill that if you attack with it. But so, okay, that's all you're gonna attack with. In response to you attacking it, I'm gonna tap 2 colorless, 2 whites and 1 colorless to play Wing Shards. So target player sacrifices an attacking creature, and that's why I asked you, because if you only attacked with that, you have to sacrifice that, and I don't take the 6 damage.
Okay.
That's why I try to get you to attack with another creature, because then you could have sacrificed this and still got the 6 damage through it. But it's okay, because a person that didn't know would have probably only attacked with that, thinking like, oh, I'm not going to attack with one of these because they can kill him. What do you say?
He's gonna call back.
Okay, So then that's sacrificed, and I don't see. And the reason why I don't take the 6 damage is because see, this instant hits on the stack, the imaginary stack of order of operations. You attacked me with the creature, and then I played wing shards, which means you had to sacrifice that. That's the only creature you attacked with, so you had to sacrifice that creature before I took the damage. So, because most people think in that situation, be like, no, wait, you take the 6 damage and then I sacrifice it. But no, you have to sacrifice, since I played it right then, right after you attack, you have to sacrifice it before I take the damage. Okay.
Okay.
So, you're done. I'm going to untap everything. And then... And then I'm going to play a plains. So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap. I'm going to tap 1 white, well, it's colorless, to play Scrabbling Claws. When I tap this artifact, target player removes a card in his or her graveyard from the game. Pay 1 colorless mana, sacrifice Scrabbling Claws. Remove target card in a graveyard from the game. So, and then I get to draw a card when I do that. So, I'm going to, let's see, I'm gonna pay 1 colorless to sacrifice this and remove Windswept Heath from the game, and then I get to draw a card. Alright, then I'm gonna tap 2 colorless and 2 whites and 2 colorless to cast a Actually, how can I do this? Let's see. Yes, and then I'm going to play Wrath of God. Destroy all creatures. All creatures are destroyed. They can't be regenerated. And then I am done.
Okay. I'm untapping. Drawing. Laying down another forest. And tapping 2, 4, 6, 8 for Trestodon.
Trestodon. That's the new card I put in your deck.
Yes, it is.
Where's the lighter deck? Oh, okay. So it's a 9/9. When it enters the battlefield, read it. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy up to 3 target non-creature.
Non-permanent.
You may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanent. So that's enchantments or lands or artifacts. For each permanent put into a graveyard this way, you get 3/3 green elephant creature tokens on the battlefield. So you can destroy an enchantment and 2 lands or 3 lands.
Leave the enchantment.
Okay. And I'm done.
No, that's dumb. You want to destroy the 3 lands, and then you get 3 creatures that are 3/3 elephants. How do you not understand that?
Okay.
I'm just going to do it. Pick the lands that you want to destroy.
2 middle ones.
You get up to 3.
Oh, 3, okay. And the top one on the left.
Alright, so now you get 1, 2, 3, and these are all 3/3 elephant creature tokens. So you got 3, 6, 9, and then, so you can do 18 damage next turn when you attack with everything. I should have saved the Wrath of God for that. Okay.
Did you already use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I got confused because I know usually you can't attack when you first put a creature out, but it says, okay. Alright.
I'm tapping, drawing a card. Alright. Stop. Come sit down. Okay, I'm going to tap 2 to play a Rampant Growth. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into play tapped, then shuffle my library. And then I'll say go.
Okay. I'm tapping. Laying down a land and tapping 5 for acidic slime. To summon acidic slime.
Okay, what are you destroying? Enchantment or land? So you got a choice.
The enchantment.
Okay. Now you can kill me this turn. 3, 6, 9, 18 damage, and I'm at 9 health. So you can kill me and win the game. And if you don't, you better do it. You better win the game. If you want to be nice, then here. Let's just say, guys, she won because if you didn't attack, I was gonna Wrath of God all your creatures again and destroy all that hard work you worked for. So good job. The Arbor Elf deck won, but I was about to set up a combo. So okay, all right, you won. Good deals. So we're gonna be back with round 3. I'm gonna play this one more time against her Arbor Elf deck because I really feel like I didn't get to do shit with this deck. We'll see you guys in round 3.
What's your new,
Here, I'll put it in. Hey everyone, it's David with Dub's Treasure Store. I turned the camera on, I didn't know I was recording. Alright, David with Dub's Treasure Store, this is Amber with mythicinfo.com. That was just fast introductions. This is round 3, Arbor Elf deck versus the Astral Slide deck. Arbor Elf deck 2, Astral Slide deck 0. Now last game was pretty close. It shouldn't have happened the way it happened, but she did pretty good with it. So I don't normally play with this Astral Slide deck, but I feel like I was so close to setting something up with the deck last game, so I want to play one more round with this Astral Slide deck so I can really try to show off this deck, because this deck has serious potential to kick ass. And since I lost, we don't have to roll to see who goes first. Since I lost, I get the option. That's just politeness. When someone loses and you're playing on multiple rounds, whenever the person loses, you let them choose whether they want to go first or go second. Alright. Happy face. Yay!
happy face hooray.
Alright, I'm going to keep my hand. Put it on that. Put it on one of those windowsills. Actually, that one might be good right there. This one. This one. Alright, I'm gonna go first. You got a bad hand?
Yeah.
Well, she's played 2 times in a row with that deck, so it needed to be shuffled really well. So,
We're good.
okay, so I'm going to lay a forest, tap it to play a Scrabbling Claws, and go.
Okay.
Now, artifacts do not have summoning sickness. Artifact creatures do, but artifacts don't. So as soon as you lay an artifact, you can use it. I forgot to tell you that a long time ago.
Okay. I'm laying down a forest and your turn.
Alright, this is looking very promising. Secluded Step comes into play tapped. Go.
Laying down a forest and tapping to cast Nourish.
Okay, so you're at 26 life. It is 6 health, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're at 26. And I guess you're done.
Yes.
So I'm going to untap everything and draw a card. Tranquil Thicket comes into play tapped. Go.
Okay, I'm tapping. Laying down another forest, and
During your turn, in response to that, I'm going to tap the Scrabbling Claws to remove your Nourish from the game. Just to be retarded. Go. Oh, it's still your turn.
okay. I'm gonna tap the 3 and cast Overgrowth.
Okie dokie. So you enchant a land.
Yeah.
You enchant a land. So now that land produces 3 mana. So you can float 5 mana.
Yes.
Okay, and you're done.
Yes.
And tap everything. Okay. I'm gonna 1 white and 2 colorless to cast or summon an Astral Slide. Whenever a player cycles a card, remove target creature from the game. If you do, return that creature to owner's hand. Return the owner of that creature to play under its owner's control at the end of turn. So I will say, go.
Okay, I'm tapping. And I will tap 3 for Finehorn Elder.
Actually, you didn't need to tap that. This makes 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're done, I guess. Are you done?
And
Because you can make 2 mana here. Are you done though?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna untap everything. All right, this hand is looking promising. Okay, what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna pay 3 mana to cycle this, discarding it out of my hand so it goes to the graveyard, and then paying 1 into X, which makes it a 1. Here, I need that in my graveyard. So, let's see. So now this is a 1/1. So 1/1 white soldier creature token, and whenever I cycle a card, return target creature to play under its owner's control at the end of turn. Well, so the Astral Slide is not going to proc in the right way for me right now, but it's okay. Go.
Okay, okay. I'm going to untap.
My Power Rangers are calling me. Do.
I'm tapping 4 for Spiked Ball.
Okay, it's a 4/2 trample now.
And I don't think I laid down.
No, you didn't.
Okay, well, laying down another land. And I'm done.
Okay, so this is going to be a confusing turn for me because I got a lot going on in my mind. Untapping, drawing a card. Laying Windswept Heath. Let's see, this is... Okay. Let's see. Alright, yeah, I'm going to tap this and pay 1 life, putting me at 19. Sacrifice this so I can go find a basic... well, it says search your library for a forest or plains card, so I don't... Plains card and put it into play. So I don't have to get a basic. Wow, I can get a... Let's see. Actually, but yeah, I'm going to actually do it like this. Yes, I'm going to put a plains into play and then shuffle my library. Now, I'm going to pay one and remove target card in my graveyard from the game. So I'm going to remove this from the game. Hold on. For some reason, these aren't really in there in the camera picture. Well, okay, so I'm removing the Windswept Heath from the game. Then I get to draw a card. Oh, and I had to sacrifice Scrabbling Claws. So I drew a card. Alright, now... let's see. Alright. Now I'm going to... Oh, shoot, I messed up. Shoot, I messed up. Crap. It's okay. Well, I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. Go.
Okay. Going to
Next turn. You're right, he does have a boner for me.
What would he say?
I just got a lot more results with me doing it than you. It's been like a slow starting game, but it's gonna start picking up, guys, promise.
tapping 4 lands for Eva.
Okay.
Nature's.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, no, it doesn't work like that. Look, you tap this, that's 3 mana, 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So always tap the one that's under it.
You're lucky because like 2 years ago they took away mana burn. What mana burn was if you produced extra mana and you didn't when you ended your turn, if you the mana you didn't use when you ended your turn, you would take 1 point of damage for each mana that you floated and didn't use. But they took that away because noobs couldn't handle that. So you're lucky that because like it was like 2 years ago when I first met Low Flying Goose. He was like, hey, you know, there's no such thing as mana burn anymore. And I was like, really? And he's like, and I was like, cause it forced you to always play the exact amount of mana that you needed to use without making any extras for things like this, and it punished you for making extra mana. But they took that away because Wizards of the Coast started catering to regular players. Okay, so now all your creatures from now on, all your green creatures have flash, which means you can cast them as though they're an instant.
Okay.
And you know what that is, right?
Yeah, it play it any turn.
During anyone's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm going to attack with the Finehorn Elder and
you gotta tap them.
yes.
And yes, that's dumb if you don't attack with that.
The Spiked Buff and
You can't. That has summoning sickness.
yeah.
All right. The 1/1 will block the Finehorn Elder. They die. That was a dumb mistake on your part. And then I take 4 damage, putting me at 15. Yeah, you should never ever attack with your Lana War Elves or your Finehorn Elders, because they make mana for you. You just lost a creature that makes mana for you. That was really dumb. Okie dokie. So you're done. I'm gonna untap everything, and I'm gonna draw a card. Windswept Heath. Okay. Now let's see if I can do this right. Tap it, sack it, pay 1 life. So I'm at 14. Search my library for a forest or a plains card. Forest comes into play. Shuffle my library. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay. Library is shuffled. Now I got 6 mana I can float. And I'm going to tap 2 green and 1 colorless to summon an Eternal Witness. Let's see, 4. Okay. Let's see. When I summon an Eternal Witness, I get to bring target card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna bring back the Scrabbling Claws. Then I'm gonna tap 1 colorless to play Scrabbling Claws. And then I'm going to pay another colorless to sacrifice Scrabbling Claws. And remove target card in a graveyard from the game. So I'm gonna remove your Finehorn Elder from the game, and then I get to draw a card. It's not working out how I wanted it to work out, but okay, go.
Okay. I'm tapping. I am going to tap 1 for Lay of the Land, and
Search your library for a basic land card, then search your library for a basic land card and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Why'd you tap 2? It's only 1.
laying down a forest.
Did you already lay down a forest this turn?
Okay.
You don't know if you did or not?
No, I don't. So, I'm done.
Alright. I don't know how you don't know if you did or not. That's kind of funny. Okay, untap everything, drawing a card. Okay. Alright, see. I still don't have enough land in this deck to do what I want to do. It's upsetting me really bad. But alright, I'm gonna do plane cycling. Actually, hold on, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 4 to play a Wrath of God. I'm gonna Wrath of God everything. All creatures go to the graveyard. Okay. Then I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna tap 2 to plane cycling. So this gets discarded from my hand, and I go find a planes. And then reveal it, goes to my hand. Now, whenever I cycle a card, because the astral slides out, I remove target creature from the game. So I'm gonna remove this creature from the game, Eternal Witness. This goes to the graveyard. And then I'm gonna say your turn. Now, at the end of my turn, this creature comes into play under my control. When it comes into play, return target card from my graveyard to my hand. So I'm gonna return Decree of Justice to my hand. And then I'm gonna say go.
Okay.
Now see how that works? The little combo it sets up? That's
Yeah.
what Doug was. Doug didn't see that with Astral Slide. Still your turn though.
Okay. Lay down the land, draw.
Should have drawed, then lay down a land. Supposed to, anyways.
Tap 5 for acidic slime.
Okay, what are you destroying? You can destroy a land, an artifact, or an enchantment.
Well, I can only do the enchantment.
No, you can destroy a land, an artifact, or an enchantment.
A land.
Which one? You have to
plane.
pick. Okay. Okie dokie. So, alright, I'm gonna untap everything. Draw a card. Planes. Okay, so I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna tap 2 green and 3 colorless to plow under. Put 2 target lands on top of their owner's libraries. So I'm gonna return this land goes to your library, so then that makes the overgrowth go to your graveyard. That goes on top of your library, and that one goes on top of your library, which screws you bad. And then I'm going to attack you with the Eternal Witness.
Okay.
So you either gotta block it or take the damage. If you block it, they both die.
Yeah. I'll just take the damage.
Okay, whatever. Putting you at 24. And go.
Okay, I'm tapping. Laying down a forest and tapping 2 for Predator Strike and
Not bad, not
the
bad.
acidic slime.
Making it a 5/5. So you gotta tap it to attack with it.
Yes, and then attack.
So that puts me at 9. Puts me at 9. Nice. Very nice play. Alright, and that goes away. Okay, and I guess you're done. I'm gonna untap everything. Nice. Okie dokie. Lord almighty. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play summon or cast Decree of Justice. It's a sorcery spell. And then I'm going to dump 2 into X. So put X 4/4 white token creature tokens into play with flying. So since I put 2 into X, it makes 2 4/4s, 2 4/4 flyers. So basically, you can look at it as that's an 8/8, or that's, but it's really 2 4/4 flying creatures. Okay, and then actually, what is supposed to happen? Actually, this goes to the graveyard. This is it. Okay, now then I'm going to attack you for 2, putting you at 22. Go.
Okay. Untapping. Laying down a land. And tapping 3 for the Corrosion Restore.
Corrosion.
Corrosion, yes.
Okay.
And
She can't attack. She can't use her ability or attack. She has summoning sickness, but the acidic slime can attack if you want to.
yes, and I will attack with the acidic slime.
And I'll block one. I'll block it with one of the 4/4s. They both die.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Okay. So you're done. I'm gonna untap everything. Okay. I'm going to tap 2 to cast Rampant Growth. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it into play tapped. Shuffle your library. I got 4 left I can float. And now I'm going to I'm gonna cast Viridian Shaman. So tapping 3 to summon Viridian Shaman. And then I'm going to attack you with a 4/4 flyer. You can't block that. And for 2/1, you can use the Corrosion Restore to block the Eternal Witness. But then they both die.
Mm-hmm.
So you're either taking 6 damage or you're taking 4 if you block the Eternal Witness.
I'll block the Eternal Witness and
Okay.
sacrifice that one. And
Well, you don't sacrifice it, but it dies.
Yeah.
You're blocking it. And then you take 4 damage,
Damage.
putting you at 18. And go.
okay. Tap 2 forests for Ambush Viper, which has flash.
Doesn't matter, it's your turn anyways.
Oh, sure.
So you forgot to untap all that shit? So you can't cast it.
Yeah,
Make you learn.
yeah.
That's what you get. You guys not paying attention. So you can't do anything with 1 mana? Nope.
It wouldn't make sense.
Well, all you got, you could play Lana or Elf for 1 mana. It's in your deck. Alright, so I'm gonna untap everything. I know I'm mean, but it's gonna make them learn because Doug and Amber won't remember to untap before they draw a card, which you have to do.
Wanna go singing with you?
Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 and cycle Renewed Faith. I gain 2 life, putting me at 11. When I cycle Renewed Faith, I gain 2 life. Now, because I cycled an Astral Slides in the battlefield, I get to remove a creature card from the game, and remove Eternal Witness from the game, and at the end of my turn, it comes into play. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to, I'm going to pay 3 mana, and I'm going to summon another Eternal Witness. When it comes into play, I'm going to return Decree of Justice to my hand. And then I will attack you for 4 and 6, putting you at 12. And I will say go. It's been a long battle, but I'm just now coming back. It's your turn. Yeah, you forgetting to do that hurts you.
Yeah. Laying down a land and tapping 2 for the Ambush Viper.
It's a 2/1 with Death Touch, people.
And
It's got Summoning Sickness, so it can attack. Can you do anything else? No. Obviously, that's a buff card. So I guess you're done. I'm going to untap everything. Oh, yeah, that's right. This was... Shoot. At the end of my turn, before you played that, this was supposed to come into play. When this Eternal Witness comes into play, I can return... I'm going to return, let's see, the Eternal Dragon to my hand. That's what was supposed to happen. Alright, so now... Okay, right. So... That's right, now, that's right. I untapped everything, draw a card. Okie dokie. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I'm going to tap everything. I'm going to tap 7 mana to play and summon Eternal Dragon. It's a 5/5 flyer. And it's got an ability. If I pay 5 mana, return Eternal Dragon from the graveyard to my hand. Play this ability only during my upkeep. And then I'm going to attack you for 4 flying. You can't block that. I'm going to attack you with the Viridian Shaman and this bottom Eternal Witness that doesn't have some... Actually, they both don't... No, that's not right. Yeah, I can attack you with only 1. So 2, 6, 8 damage. So the Viper can block one of these 2, but then they will kill each other, whoever you block. Alright, so you're going to kill the Viridian Shaman. Okay, so you still take 6 damage, putting you at 6. Your go. I came back on you, it's not good. Whipping that ass. So it's 11-6, guys.
I can't do anything, so go.
Alright. And this is pretty much a game right here, but let it play out for a little... I'm going to let it play out for a few more turns. Okay, so I've got 5 green mana and 3 white, so I can float 8. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle Decree of Justice, which is 3 mana. When I cycle Decree of Justice, first of all, I'm going to remove the Viridian Shaman from the game. Removing Viridian Shaman from the game. At the end of my turn, this comes back into play. Then, when I cycle Decree of Justice, you may pay X. If you pay X, you may put X11 white soldier creature tokens into play. So I'm gonna dump 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into X. Okay, so that makes Decree of Justice. When I cycle Decree of Justice now, I've got 5 1/1 white tokens, white soldier tokens. So here, these are 5 1/1 little creatures. All right, and then I'm going to attack you for 4, and you go to 2 damage. All right. Now see how this deck is badass? It's weird. All right. Now at the end of my turn, when I say go, Viridian Shaman comes back into play. I'll say go. So unless you get a green Wrath of God, which there isn't, or you get an Artisan of Kozilek, there's pretty much no way you can win. It's pretty much game. But I just wanted to show the internet what, if you give the Astral Slide deck time, this is what it can do. It can do all this weird stuff that gives me more card advantage than almost any other deck that we have showed you guys. Can't do anything?
No.
Okay. Let's finish this. Alright, untapping everything. Drawing a card.
Yeah, I could have. I don't know.
Alright, now, I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to... I could do a bunch of things actually, but I'm going to tap 7 again, and I'm going to summon another Eternal Dragon. So I've got 10 damage there, 14, 18, 20, 25 damage. So I'm going to attack you for 5, so you go to -3 already. Let's see, -5, -7, -9, and -14 damage. Oh, and -16. So I beat you by -16.
Yeah.
Good deals. That was a good game. So Arbor Elf deck 2, Astral Slide deck 1. Alright, so now that we've had a heated battle like that, later on, later in a couple of days, we're going to play the Arbor Elf versus the Astral Slide deck, but I've had enough of the Astral Slide, so moving on to something else. That was 3 good rounds of gameplay for you guys. The Arbor Elf deck should have won every single game. Now that I see that the Arbor Elf deck is pretty good, it can stand the time against most decks that it gets thrown against, which is pretty interesting. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.